a 60-year-old. If you're saying let's get into the ring and I have bare knuckles, like that is just it would not go well for you. And I'm not even saying that to be rude. Shout out to everybody coming from Parker and Chris. I appreciate y'all.
If you think that, let's do it, man.
No. You're not understanding. I have no interest. I have no interest in hurting you in that capacity. I have no interest in hurting you in that capacity.
Right by the Wyndham Wynn Hotel.
Trying to be non-biased. Like, I think genuinely Sisson is a little too humble when it comes to this topic. This dude actually boxed and like practiced boxing, trained boxing like consistently for like multiple.
Has he ever boxed a 60-year-old man from Texas?
Listen, Bronco, buddy. Harry can.
I will take when I'm done with Harry.
Just be quiet, bro. It's not like we're not trying to claim we're fighting you over the internet. That's really weird. I'm just telling you straight up. Like I'm seeing Harry in person. That dude, like again, too humble, but he could knock like 99% of the population. He could clean knock out. Like it's not like Harry's like a huge dude, but like the skill to box like Harry boxed for like a long time, bro. That shit. You would, dude, like not even trying to like glaze, not even trying to like threaten you over the internet. Harry would knock the shit out of you, bro. Like this dude would. I'm a slightly bigger dude than Harry, and Harry would like one knockout. I bet Harry could knock out most like 6'3" dudes. Like if you don't understand like the skill around boxing and like how to fucking punch, dude. Then you should go fight somebody who like only trained boxing for like a year, dude. You'd get destroyed. Like I don't know. You need to humble yourself here, buddy.
Yeah, I've had those moments. I've had those moments where I walked into a boxing gym and I thought I was all that and got my ass beat.
Dude. That's gonna take some real skill.
My 13-year-old granddaughter would.
You're 60 years old, bro. What are you on about right now? Why are you threatening? Why are you trying to fight people over the internet as a 60-year-old? Why?
I will pay for your flight out here, or I will pay my own way to come to New York.
I got an idea. You could pay your way into a. You could pay your way into a. Yo, you know what you could do? You could pay your way into a hobby instead of threatening to fight people who are. Harry, you are 3 times older than Harry, and you're threatening to fight him on the internet, bro. Why don't you pay your way into a goddamn hobby? Use that money you pay to fly Harry and fly to fucking go travel the world. Go fly somewhere, walk around, touch some grass. Jeez,
yeah, dude. Honestly, like, why don't you go see like one of the 7 wonders, man?
Yeah, bro. What you talking about?
Go see the stone heads that stick out of the ground, man. Those things are fine.
Yeah, dude.
They have bodies.
Pay your way into some grass, bro.
Yeah.
AstroTurf. Blaze it down. Touch it.
That'd be nice. Maybe a house extension. Get a pool.
That's right, dude.
That'd be fun.
Start remodeling. Fucking, you could go buy like a car.
Wait, wait. Turn on your camera.
Yeah. You're talking. Yeah, let's see that. Yeah.
Bronco. Turn on your camera, big man. Oh, come on, man. Who the hell is this guy? Where the hell did this guy come from? Who added this guy up?
Hello?
That's my 13-year-old granddaughter.
What's
she will
up?
piece you up.
Wait, what?
I can't turn my camera on.
Oh wait, is that Parker?
Dude, it's Parker.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Your name is L Donald 777.
Bro, he can't. He has no ability to turn on his camera because it's a new ass.
I don't even have the ability. You know what's crazy? This is my random account I made months ago to join people's live and so they wouldn't know who I am, so I could debate them.
Dude, that's fine.
I would just join random lives with like 50 people in them.
Get Dean up here now.
Bronco, turn on your camera.
Get Dean up here.
Bronco, turn on your camera.
Let's see
you fighting a 60-year-old. You're a 60-year-old from Texas who says you could destroy Harry in a boxing match. So let's see the physical
Absolutely.
build. Okay, so let's see
one hand tied behind my back.
Okay, so then turn on your camera and stand up. Turn on your camera and stand up. Let's see you, bro. Come on, we're waiting.
Hold on, I'll draw my other account. Give me 1 sec. All
right.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think I've said this before on live, man. It's always the people who are the loudest and most arrogant that always.
Why won't you take my challenge seriously?
Bronco, here's the deal,
Come
bro.
on.
I'm about to listen. Harry will seriously consider your challenge, but you have to turn your camera on and fucking stand up and show us what we're talking about.
Yeah, let's see the physique, man. I'll do the same.
Yeah,
we can do the physique.
Yeah, we can do the physique. Or you can say no and you can get kicked because you're a fraud. You're obviously just capping, and you're built like a ham sandwich. But come on now, if you're gonna be talking about fighting people over the internet, my bad to come in here and just derail this conversation area.
No. I'm glad you came in here for this, dude. This guy comes on some yo. You can have Chris, Parker, and Dean in the audience. We'll step in a ring. You can have bare knuckles. I'll have gloves on. I'm like, brother, what?
Can you people get a hobby, please,
Just
bro?
get a life.
So
What are you talking
Why are you
about,
threatening
bro?
to fight people, bro? Bronco, come on, we don't want to have to kick you, bro. But if
Dean, come on, Dean, bro, come on, Bronco, figure it out, man.
yeah, come on, turn on the camera. Here we go. I'll play some hype music for you.
Example, will he perform when he has money right in front of him? Run up on that boy and kill his cousin right in front of him. I just tapped his shoulder so I know that he is touchable. Put 30 in my chop and then I turned him to a Huxtable. Came a long way from
I'm the guy
pre-K and
you were
eating
talking
vegetables.
shit with on the internet. Guess what?
Dude, Jesus Christ, it's gonna be on a crit.
Oh, he just left, dude.
What?
He just left here
But is this just like his villain arc here? Guess what?
Yeah, guess
He's gonna spend the
what?
rest of the night trying to find out where you live, bro. Be ready.
Yeah, probably.
Some 60-year-old dude built like a refrigerator for to pull up to your door. I'm here to fight Harry Sisson. Bro, get the hell off my lawn, bro.
I can't even lie. That's almost kind of tempting because he's just like, he's just so confident. I love those videos online where like a really arrogant dude walks into a boxing gym and then he like,
dude,
those are
I'm telling you, bro, like again, it's just like you're like, no one would ever, like, you rarely talk about how you can box, and no one would, like, obviously, like, you're not a big dude, so no one ever suspect, but like when I've seen you, like you actually like boxed for a long time. Like, I'm telling you, dude, you could rock like everybody's shit. It's crazy. It's like insane.
Are you speaking from experience, Chris?
Yeah.
No, I'm speaking from watching it. Well, maybe I saw Harry in a bar one time. There's like a 6'3" dude. He just like knocked him the hell out.
Yeah, Chris and I actually had a private sparring session one time. He rocked my shit, man. I can't even hold you. He knocked me the hell out. Hannah, thanks for the 2. Would you want to see Walls on the Ticket in 2028?
I was like, we gotta see the Harry versus Chris fight.
Run up on that boy and kill his cousin right in front of him.
I'd like to see. I wouldn't be opposed to Walls being on the ticket. Definitely not. Lena, thanks for the 5. Forward this to this Venmo to the ginger baby. Simba loves you. He's a good cat. Juliet, thanks for the 10 cents. Hey Harry, love you and your haircut. Pookie Balululula. What?
Haircut.
Narika, thanks for the 1. Chris just got flagged for harassment and bullying. Charlie Kirk is
Let's go.
coming
Kick
to
him
my
out
college on
alive.
April 8th. What college is he going to? Camilla, thanks for the $20. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. You're amazing. I love you. Michaela, thanks for the 1. I almost had a heart attack on Monday. Please rest. Please take it easy. Samantha, thanks for the
crazy.
5. Hey, Harry. Hope you're having a great night watching the live while also having a little craft night. Also wondering out of curiosity, what's your favorite horror movie? Thanks for all that you do. I don't really have a favorite horror movie. I'm not...
Give me,
haven't
dude,
dabbled.
I'm gonna go with Smile 2, bro. Smile 2 is scary as fuck.
Yeah, you told me to watch that movie, actually.
That movie's scary as fuck.
Tamia, thanks for the 5. What's your opinion on Trump lying about passing no tax on tips like his fans thought he would? It's so funny. I posted 2 different videos about that today because it's
I know,
so
dude.
bummed,
They
dude.
lie so fucking egregiously and outrageously. It's insane.
Yeah. Just lying about the most outrageous shit. Megan, thanks for the... And so also so easily debunkable. Megan, thanks for the 10. Okay, the haircut eats, diva.
Dude, by the way,
Thanks for always making my day. I love you. I appreciate you.
really quickly, I stitched a creator today and I was like, oh, she was talking about how Jubilee wanted to debate eugenics. And
Wait, Jubilee? Like Parker's
Yes.
Jubilee?
Yes.
I heard about that too.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And I made a video like agreeing. I was like, so I basically talked. I was like, yeah, this is the problem. Like what the issue that like the issue this is like you're normalizing a conversation. Like even if you go in and like automatically win, you're just like on a macro level, it's how Trump does things, right? You just like normalize outrageous conversations. You debate things that have already been settled, like anti-vax, white supremacy, and it causes like the conversation to become normalized. Anyways, regardless of this, I learned after I stitched her, I was like, wow, what a great human being talking out about Julie. I learned I got a DM. Someone said, oh, by the way, she went on live last night. Like after we got off of Hassan's stuff, and she was live on some like big creator, and she was talking about how she's 100% certain that Harry and I are paid by the DNC.
Oh, okay.
Oh my! I was like, wow, dude, wow. So, sometimes a broken clock's right twice a day, but what a
Oh, Jesus Christ!
what a
dude.
fucking bum loser. I don't know who that woman is, but if you go look at my most recent, maybe she can hop up here sometime and give me the proof that I'm paid by the DNC.
Alexis actually said that. That's
Yeah, I
Her
don't even
name's
know who that is.
Alexis?
Who is that?
See, I don't know them personally or anything, but I've just seen the videos. And them talk
Alexis.
about that.
She's like a I thought highly of Alexis until I heard that. Now I think the exact opposite.
The Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and the link in the bio. I just saw someone say they can't find our Venmos. It's in all of our link in our bios if you want to support the live. But there's absolutely no pressure to do that. Christopher, and there's more to read, but I'll save them for just a minute. Christopher, did you vote for Trump? Ah, red bars of death, dude.
Yes, I did.
MAGA Mobile. Why'd you vote Trump?
Delay is crazy.
Because he's the guy to vote.
Delay is crazy.
Because he's the guy to vote for.
Get
he's
that
the
one.
guy.
Get that one.
He's
Yeah,
the guy
dude.
to
It's
vote for.
Parker. We have to add to the TikTok drama, dude. That's like Dean. Maybe this is how we're gonna be a part of it. I'm like, dude, Alexis.
Parker's a liberal.
Yeah, I'm like, Alexis says we're paid.
Yeah, but hold on. Before you kick me, Parker, dude, I got banned, so we can't go live soon, dude. I got banned for.
Hey, I feel that. I'm banned on every single one of my accounts right now.
Poor Parker,
Dude,
man.
it said it's terrible. What's up, Harry?
I said poor Parker, man.
I know, it's terrible. Like yesterday, Parker said something about coming on. At least that's what people were telling me.
Yeah, I was thinking about it back then, but I wasn't able to because of all the bans.
Who's this guy?
Dude, who's letting people up right now?
All right, man, Parker, I appreciate you, man. Have a good one.
Yo,
Appreciate you, man.
Parker, did you let this person up?
This one, no.
Okay,
didn't let this person up.
Yo, listen. If you're a mod in the chat, we love you very, very much. But try and like.
Oh, I have somebody we got to talk to. What's going on, man? You hooping, bro? Is he hooping in a gym right now?
Wait, hold on.
Bro's at the YMCA.
Wait, hello.
Bro, we can hear you, bro. You just fucking spoke, dude. Bro, we can hear you. We can hear him.
Yeah, I don't know what mod is doing.
Listen to this guy. This guy came up and was like, "Have you talked to this guy?"
No, I
Shannon,
just
thank you for the $20. Thank you, Shannon.
What up, boys?
Bro, where the hell?
How old are you?
Bro, I could make that profile picture on MS Paint drunk with my eyes closed, dude. What the hell is that?
Nah, let me tell you about my conversation with this guy the other day before we get into it. He came up here. It was like, you always talk about how Donald Trump's so divisive, but you use divisive rhetoric. And my argument to him was that I'm not a representative of anybody. I'm representative of myself. And he thinks that every person. Wait, I'm not done yet. He thinks that every person should be on the same scale as the president in terms of how they discuss politics. And then he said I was paid by the DNC and couldn't tell me anything about it. So that's how our conversation went. Just to give you guys some context, you and Chris.
Okay. Wait, how old are you, bro?
I'm 22, bro.
Yeah, he's actually
What
50,
evidence?
bro. He's
What
actually
evidence?
50.
What evidence do you have that we're paid by the DNC?
Well, Harry is paid by the DNC. He's paid by the Democrat Defense Action, and it's for social media.
It's actually Democracy Defense Action. Get it right, numbnuts.
That's literally the.
That's a PAC, right? That's not the DNC.
Yeah, it's an outside group,
That's
man. We already went over this
democracy
the other day. I thought we already went over this.
We already covered this. The point that I was going to make is, Harry, I was talking to you about divisive rhetoric, right?
Yeah.
So I was trying to figure out, don't you think that divisive rhetoric could cause violence?
Yeah, in certain cases it could.
So are you not worried that yours could?
No.
I'm trying to figure out, guys.
What divisive rhetoric that we're talking about could cause
I mean,
violence?
I know that I'm stupid. I have special needs and everything. I get that.
Wait,
but
what? Wait.
I'm answering your question.
No,
You guys are
wait,
divisive.
You're not. Wait, what?
Y'all call MAGA morons.
Wait. Come on, go back. You're not stupid. What was that? Can we address what you just said?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to say, if I don't make sense, I apologize for some things. The point that I'm trying to make is that y'all say that MAGA are morons.
I have a question.
Y'all are divisive.
Do you have any? Do you have any particular disability?
So I have Asperger's syndrome.
You have autism?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No, we wouldn't make fun of anyone for having.
Yeah,
autism.
of course. But that wouldn't make you. That wouldn't make you unintelligent.
that doesn't
I
make
call
you stupid.
myself stupid, but
Wait, don't
Don't say that.
Don't say
Having
that about
autism does
yourself.
not make you stupid.
Yeah, man.
don't say that about
No,
yourself.
come on.
but I was just wondering, guys, like calling people morons and everything. The divisive rhetoric is dangerous.
I mean, didn't you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes.
Hello. He literally has the
But
names
I
for
have
every single person that he debates.
I have a God-given right to vote for who I please.
It's not God given.
I understand, but like if you're saying that it's
Harry,
like
it's a hyperbole, bro. It's an exaggeration.
But it's not. What do you mean it's a hyperbole? That doesn't exist. It's not a thing. It's not.
I have a human right to vote for who I damn well please. Is that all right?
I understand, but like my point would then be is like, Why did you do that?
Well, to be honest with you, I do like the fact that he ended up fulfilling a campaign promise.
Which one?
So, getting transgenders and out of our military and our sports.
Trans. Can you please tell me why you don't want trans people in the military?
Well, I think that it causes a lot more harm than it does good.
Really? So can you please explain to me why my friend Kale, who's been in the military for over 10 years, a whole decade, should be kicked out of the military because they're trans?
Well, in my home state, it causes a lot of mental illness problems.
No, not at all. Being trans is not a
13.3% of people in my state have ended up either with depression or a lot worse anxiety problems because of it.
Okay, can you tell me at all where in the DSM it says that being trans is a mental illness?
So I don't follow the DSM.
You just don't subscribe.
I've never read that. Is what I'm saying. I've never read
so
it.
then what is your basis for it? Carmen,
My
thank you
basis
the
for
$5.
it is the fact that there was a statistic from Cambridge University about a poll in my home state stating that 13.3% of transgender-related issues are a cause and an accelerant to depression, anxiety, and unaliving tendencies.
Cause? I don't think that they had a cause, right? No, there's no cause. You said that there's a correlation. There's a correlation between. Okay, correlation does not equal causation. Just because something is associated with another thing does not mean one causes the other. For example, during the summertime, there are higher rates of violent crime, and also there are higher rates of ice cream consumption. Does that mean the ice cream consumption is causing people to commit violent crime at higher rates?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so obviously just because two things are associated with each other does not mean one caused the other. So then I don't know why you'd say that's true here in this particular circumstance.
Well, I usually get all my news from Cambridge University. I happen to like them because they're independent. They're not either side. So I guess that I do need to do more research, and I'll admit I'm wrong. I apologize. But my whole point was about divisive rhetoric.
I also want to quickly point out. Sorry, again, we're on a panel right now. Have you served in the military before?
No, I have not.
Okay, so you're telling me as a supposed American patriot. Sorry, I'm trying to fucking fix my light. As a supposed American patriot, none of us on this panel have the guts to go serve and protect, and individuals who will serve and protect who are trans. It's not a thank you for your service. It's not a fact that they're willing to sacrifice their time and their safety to protect us. It's that.
No, I do appreciate it.
It's not even. We're talking about them as if they're just subhuman. I think if you're a real patriot, you should say, "Fuck." I'm not brave enough to do that. But a lot of people will, and some of them are trans. And fucking God bless.
I will thank them. I think that the reason why I really want them out of there is I don't want PTSD and trauma to bring feelings up of hardcore depression and anxiety and everything.
So if you're looking out for the trans people, why don't you let them make their own decisions?
I mean, that's up to them. But
you're saying it shouldn't be up to them.
Then why are you kicking them out? Again, my friend Kale.
It's not about kicking them out. I'm looking out for them.
Who fucking made you the moral arbiter?
Well, yeah. Wait. Why are you saying that?
Harry, why are you getting so defensive? I'm talking nicely here.
Why are you saying that? Hold on. Why are you saying that Kale cannot literally take care of themselves?
No, she can. I just don't want them to have to. I apologize. I don't want him to have to suffer through PTSD.
Wait.
How are you going to be the one to evaluate whether or not they will? Why won't you let them make their own decisions?
I mean, they can. All right, they can make their own decisions.
So wait. How come when it comes to trans people, you're like, yeah, I don't want them to suffer with PTSD, but anybody else, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm okay with them making their own decisions.
I don't want anybody. I think wars are stupid. I hate wars.
Great. But with trans people, you're like, oh, I don't want them to suffer with this, but then other people, you're okay with them making their own decisions.
I don't want anybody to suffer.
I understand that, but you're saying for people who are not trans, you're saying they can make their own decisions. But for people who are trans, you're saying, oh, I have to protect them. I don't want them to suffer with this. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand what you're saying.
So then why?
Because of the fact that there are studies that prove that will cause higher rates of depression and anxiety.
No, you just said it was correlated, not. You said cause. No, there's no evidence you can indicate say cause. I'd love to see that.
Okay, let me see if I can find it though.
Sure. And then secondly, if I could give you evidence to indicate that Donald Trump being in presidency increases rates of depression, would you then say that Donald Trump shouldn't be president?
Well, I mean, I have my own thoughts about it, but no, I don't think that would, change my mind.
Okay.
I'm just asking you guys also about divisive rhetoric, like condemning people for who they vote for.
Yeah, I think that's important. I have a question. Would you condemn someone who voted for Adolf Hitler?
I'm Jewish, yes.
Okay, so obviously there are going to be people you can condemn for voting for a particular way. Similarly, I can condemn people who support someone who has done excessively bad things, like Donald Trump. I'm not saying that they're to the same extent. I'm saying that he's done excessively bad things, and you shouldn't support him because he's done these excessively bad things.
But with this tone that you guys have, this higher than now rhetoric and this moral argument of divisiveness, that could cause things like violence and, hatred towards.
Really? When were you guys concerned about that? When Donald Trump was saying that Haitian migrants are eating cats and dogs with no sufficient evidence?
I didn't find that
or him over the 180, or was it 180 minutes that he knew that there was violence happening at the Capitol where he did nothing to particularly prevent the violence, where he could have just said to stop, right? What about the people he pardoned who pled guilty and admitted to violently assaulting police officers on January 6th? What about the Elon salute? What about plenty of things that we can point to, right? None of those things did we bring up any of those arguments for and talk about how that's divisive.
I mean, with Trump, it's all about a matter of interpretation. Yes, I know that there are legalities and situations. Harry, before you smirk and get pissed off and cocky.
I'm not pissed off. With Trump, it's a matter of interpretation. But for everybody else, it's
it's
divisive
legality.
rhetoric.
I'm talking about the way that he talks.
Yeah,
is all
exactly.
a matter of interpretation.
Right. But for everybody else, you say, it's just divisive rhetoric. You're asking us, well, how do you know that your rhetoric won't cause violence? But with Trump, it's a matter of interpretation. It's like, what?
Did he tell them to storm the Capitol?
No, but he did say
tell them
fight.
to sit in the Senate floor.
He did not say storm the Capitol, but what he did say is fight 10 different times in that speech. And he also only said, be peaceful once in that speech. He also told people to come to January 6th or to DC on January 6th, saying, quote, will be wild in the lead up to it. Donald Trump knew that there was going to be violence. The FBI and the Secret Service briefed him of that. He knew that the people in the crowd had weapons. He knew that they wanted to go into the Capitol because, again, the FBI told him this and he directed them there anyway. And he said, I'm going to be with you, indicating that he was going to go to the Capitol with them. So just because Donald Trump didn't say, hey, go inside the Capitol doesn't mean he didn't do it. Like, for example, if you want someone to rob a bank and you're egging this person on who wants to rob a bank and you're saying, oh man, it'd be so nice to have all of that money and you should go do it, and they're stealing from us, you have to go, into that bank. It's the same fucking thing.
See, to me, like I'm trying to figure out where the double standard ends.
There's no double. Okay, remember what I said to you the other day, that with Trump, he is representative of the people.
I understand that. You said that he's the president and he's the representative of everybody in the country.
Yes, and me, Parker, Chris, or whoever else you're talking about. Thank you, Ali, for the galaxy. For everybody else you're talking about, we're all private citizens. We're all acting in our own capacity. We are only representative of ourselves.
And people digest. You have a platform that people watch and digest.
Yeah, and if people get the wrong idea, these platforms are representative of ourselves and nobody else.
And if people get the wrong idea from that, there's a problem.
Wait, but okay, so hold on. So I think we all agree that there's like responsibility in having a platform, but why do you think that responsibility is on the same scale as the president of the United States?
Because people digest what you take in. They trust you. They believe you.
Yes, but I think that like. But you would agree that
if you spread divisive rhetoric, you're no better than the man.
So a couple things. Number one, I don't think we spread near I think there are points where we are divisive because we're angry, for example. But again, I personally don't think that that's nearly at the same scale and just pure velocity at which Donald Trump.
Number one, thank you guys very much.
Paul, can you define divisiveness?
Divisiveness is pushing one side. I don't really know the textbook definition.
How are you using it?
What?
I'm not asking you what the textbook definitions. I'm just asking how you're using the term.
How would I use the term is making somebody inherently look bad and then talking bad about them as if they are the spawn of Satan.
Okay, well, I didn't say that Trump supporters are the spawn of Satan, but like the thing I would argue is that like if I argue that what you're doing is wrong, you're saying I'm being divisive. That's any debate. So then you're being divisive by disagreeing with me, dude.
No, what I'm saying is the fact that you guys, like Harry gets this big attitude when people disagree with him, and then he gets mad when somebody says that they like Trump, and then he calls them moron or MAGA fascists. Or
that's completely fucking false.
Gen Z politics, push that message. Have I called you that yet?
No, I said Harry.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. Wait, that's completely false. There are so many people
because
who
you get
come up
mad at
here,
people,
even in this
Harry, so
live,
I'm
by the
just
way,
trying to
even
figure
before you
out.
came, that's great. Even before you came here, there were people who I had a good conversation with. There was a guy that lives in Texas who voted for Donald Trump, and he left the conversation by saying, I'm a fan of you. I appreciate you. I watch your lives every once in a while, and I come to you because we can agree to disagree. So I just had that. But when I have people like you who came up here the other day, and I told you this again, so I don't know if our conversation just went in one ear out the other, but I told you when someone like yourself comes up and you say, yeah, I think that Donald Trump was cheated out of the 2020 election, I have no respect for you. If you cannot agree to basic fact, there's no conversation to even be had. And I have no respect for you. And if you want me to be nice to you, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
But Harry, you have a platform that people digest.
Wait,
You keep saying that I have a platform and people.
Do you understand what my point is?
Jen,
Harry?
no, Jen, sorry.
Harry, what is my point that I'm trying to make to you?
I understand your point. I understand that
What point am I trying to make
but your
then?
point is fallacious in my view in nature, because you're saying that
what is the point I'm trying to make?
you're saying that you're trying to find a hypocritical point in the sense that we all say that Donald Trump is divisive, but we ourselves use divisive rhetoric on occasion. You're trying to find hypocrisy there. I don't think it's a fair comparison. I don't think that these are equivalent at all. And I think that your analysis of my lives or anybody else's lives is just wrong.
And also, like, let me say this. There's also levels of divisiveness that we can talk about. Right? There are certain levels of divisiveness that I think are acceptable and I think actually are good. Whereas, like, you could get to, like, certain levels of divisiveness that I think are bad. And the point that we would bring up is that Donald Trump possesses, right, divisiveness in which is bad and harmful, right, and actually doesn't provide any utility. Whereas, again, some divisiveness does provide utility. Like, yeah. I want to cause division between me and Nazis.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to be associated with Nazis.
Right.
Does that make
I
sense?
understand.
That's divisiveness that I am engaging
That's what I said to you the other
that I
day.
think is reasonable.
That's the question.
I get that. I get your whole point, guys. I get
That's literally what I said to you the other day, where I'm like, if you're an election denier and you don't believe in the 2020 election, I'm going to be divisive toward you. I said that to you the other day.
Everything about the 2020. I don't think that he could have won in the state that the
Really,
country
because
was
you
in.
came up and proudly proclaimed that you know that the election was not fair. And then when I asked you for evidence, you said that there was a voting box in Minnesota that something happened to ballots. And then when I asked you for widespread evidence of anything, you didn't know. So you came up here pretty confidently claiming that.
So some things don't seem fair about it, but the way that the temperature was in the country at that time, I don't believe he truly could have won it.
Okay. So okay. At least you agree that he's delusional then, and that he believes the election is stolen with no sufficient evidence. So he's being incredibly divisive, right? It's so divisive insofar as that you shouldn't support him, right?
Parker, I'm going to tell you the same thing that Ben Shapiro told you on the Jubilee. I don't think that Donald Trump believes that he lost that election.
That doesn't, dude. And if you think that, like, if you are
well, then he's purposefully gaslighting the public. That's actually malice, then, by definition, because he's doing it with intentional harm towards the Democratic Party when he knows that it's wrong. So actually, you disagree that he's liable. You disagreed that he should be held criminally responsible.
I don't agree that he should be held criminally responsible.
Well, you just established malice. If that's true, then malice is established.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that, like, Jack Smith and the entire Department of Justice were trying really hard to establish in their case against Donald Trump, that he knew that the election was fair, that he lost fair and square, and was pushing lies anyway. And I think that they did do that through the variety of witness testimony.
The things that I don't understand is the fact that ever since 2016, when he changed up the whole political establishment and he shook Washington to its core, people had been trying to attack him. Why did all of these things come out after 2016?
I don't think he shakes Washington to its core. I think he does everything that specifically, like, corporations want. If you think Washington is run by corporations, you think that it's corrupt. Well, then your argument would be is that Donald Trump makes that worse, right? Because he actually is the corruption. He's the waste, fraud, and abuse himself.
No, the question that I'm asking,
literally, if you mention any of the policies we talk about, right, who supports corporate interests the most? Donald Trump. You can't say that it's Democrats that support corporate interests the most. They want to tax them more. So then you're arguing that it's Donald Trump that upholds the corporate and establishment interests the most, meaning that you probably shouldn't support him if you're anti-establishment, because he upholds everything that you argue is bad about the establishment.
No, my question that I have for you guys is the fact that why is all of these cases that are came out after his...
So wait, hold on. So what cases are you referring to? What cases are you referring to? Go ahead.
Let's see. What's her name? Stormy what?
The Stormy Daniels case took place in 2015 and when he was in the White House in 2016. So it literally couldn't have come out before he was president because he did it.
Nominated for the White House.
The entire point of the case is that he engaged in falsifying business records so he could violate New York State election law and have a better chance at winning the election. The problem that you're running into is that you think all of these cases are like coming out of nowhere. All of the cases, all of the illegal shit he did while he was in office or after he left the presidency. It's not like these are things from
So I'm not going to be one of those guys that states that I know everything. I don't know anything about these things. My whole point was the divisive topic.
Okay.
So then why do you?
Who do you agree? Do you agree that Trump is more divisive?
No, I don't.
Okay. So okay. What makes you think that we are more divisive than Trump?
Oh my God.
Do you think? All right, let me ask you this. This will prove my point. Do you think that Donald Trump truly has malice in his intentions?
Yes.
You already proved that.
So I'm not asking you about a feelings-based argument. I'm asking you about a facts-based argument.
The facts-based argument.
Based upon your position.
We'll use the facts-based argument that you just used, which is Donald Trump. You believe that Donald Trump knows he lost the 2020 election.
No, he doesn't believe he lost. That's what I said.
You think that Donald Trump truly believes he won?
Yes.
Okay, so he's just delusional.
Okay, well then yeah, he's delusional. So you do my point originally. You think that he's delusional when he believes that he won the 2020 election.
I don't think he's delusional. I just don't think that he's looking and accepting.
What is a delusion? What is a delusion?
What is a delusion? I do not know.
Do you think a flat earther is delusional?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because of the fact they have no facts to support their claim. There's evidence otherwise.
Do you not just?
So,
do you not?
So there's no facts to support that
Harry,
Donald Trump won. Hold on, listen. No, it's fine. There's no evidence to indicate that Donald Trump won the 2020 election, and
there's no evidence to back it up.
Okay, so both those conditions are met, right?
I would say so.
Okay, so then Trump's delusional, right?
No.
Okay.
There are other factors at play here, guys.
What factors for being delusional?
And Harry's going to jump all over my ass, but Harry, I'm asking you to just give me a chance to explain my thoughts here.
I don't fucking want to give election deniers a fucking chance. I don't want to do that.
You mean
I'm
to
sorry.
Chris, did you have something you wanted to say?
why are you so mean to me?
Well, then I will ask Parker and Chris. All right, Chris.
No.
Chris, Parker, you guys seem like smart guys. Y'all seem like you have everything going on for you. So, like I said, I'm a stupid moron. But
yeah, my fault. I don't like election.
Hold on. Don't say that about yourself. You're not a stupid moron.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You can change. You can become better. If we believe that we can't change, become better people, obviously.
That Joe Biden, a candidate who was unlikely and very unpopular for both of Barack Obama's terms, got more votes. I don't believe that.
Wait, Joe Biden was
okay.
Wait, I don't.
Okay, so Joe Biden didn't get more votes. Okay, so how did Donald Trump get more votes than Barack Obama?
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand how Joe Biden got 81 million.
No, I said Donald Trump. Donald Trump got more votes than Barack Obama. How did that happen?
I don't fucking know. I didn't even vote in that election. I was 16.
Yeah, how the fuck did that happen, right?
But Joe Biden was a very unpopular candidate in 2008 and 2016. And then the 4 years after that, he kind of just fell off the radar. So how did his popularity...
He did not fall off the radar. He became the Democratic nominee for president.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think you're delusional if you think he fell off the radar when he became
I'm just saying...
And also, what data do you have to support that he was unpopular as vice president?
I mean, his approval rating was a 32%.
As vice president?
Yes.
According to what?
The U.S. Bureau of Consensus.
I'm sorry. The consensus is crazy. I'm sorry. Wait, Gen Z politics. I just want to let you know. Right. What do you think Donald Trump's approval rating was in 2000 when he ran?
That I'm not sure of. I don't.
Okay. Well, then obviously you don't judge a candidate based on their prior approval ratings because obviously Donald Trump wasn't very popular in 2000.
I know you don't win with a popular vote. I get that. I understand that you elect based on the majority. You don't win on the popular vote. But I don't think that a lot of people would have voted for Biden.
Well, they did. You can believe that it didn't happen, but the facts indicate that's true. You're no different than a flat earther because you believe it with literally no evidence, and there's actually evidence to indicate otherwise.
So I understand what you guys are saying, and I will do more research into this and try to get more facts about it. My question, and like Harry said earlier, that he's not the president, but the president is the representative of the people. I'm just saying, you guys might want to be a little bit more careful on your divisive rhetoric.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously, we're not perfect individuals, and sometimes we might be a little bit more divisive than we want to. We might, react a little bit more than we wanted to in a certain scenario. Those things happen all the time, right? Obviously, we're not perfect individuals, but I mean, I would say that typically speaking, right, we don't go excessive with that. So if you could give like a specific circumstance, I'd love to be able to reference that.
For instance, you got really, not really, and I know what Harry says, that he doesn't talk, like, he's not nice to people who think that the 2020 election deniers, but I was watching a whole live stream with him from like start to like where this guy came on. Guy never said anything about the 2020 election. And when the guy left, Harry just basically said, all right, bye, moron. And I was like, really, dude?
Who was it? Well, who was it? What was the conversation topic?
You guys were talking about, I can't remember what it all was, but I think it had something to do with Russia.
Gen Z, let's say what you're saying is true. He called someone a moron when they didn't deserve it. Is that really the most divisive thing that you can point out about Harry's behavior?
You have a platform here, and teaching people, telling people like that's okay on your platform, them sucking that in and thinking that that's okay. Yeah, well, that's going to cause violence.
I'm sorry. Okay, I don't know how calling someone a moron on live is going to cause violence. Please explain that one.
Because of the fact you're going to push more people away from each other, and then somebody.
Are you saying you can't engage in any insults?
Yeah, can I ask a question? At what point is this just at some level, like Parker and Harry said, divisiveness is good. So at what point is this just complacency? Like, again, so one of the things I'm very passionate about is the idea is that if you believe, like if you were in a scenario personally where, let's say, like half the country were Schnazis and like actively doing really horrible things, and you saw it every day. Mm-hmm. If you were using a platform like TikTok, just hypothetical, would you not want to criticize them or be mean to them?
Because I think what they're doing is wrong, but condemning people for who they vote for and making them a mockery of on TikTok.
Okay, wait.
I would make fun of them, and I would say that they shouldn't have voted that way.
Right. So would you make fun of in this scenario, the 50% of people and like tell them that they were wrong and moronic?
If they knew what they were doing was wrong and they truly didn't have the morality.
Okay, wait. Time out. Hold on. So in 1920 or 1930s Germany, right? A lot of people didn't know that what they were doing was wrong. Do you know what the history books call people in Germany at that time who didn't vote for the Schnazis because they didn't care, they weren't well informed, they were complacent, they were scared, they voted for them out of economic gain? Like, do you know what history calls those people in Germany? They call them Nazis, right? They don't differentiate. So again, like what this scenario that you're like, there is not the idea that fascism, for example, or something bad would rise and everybody is doing it and they know they're doing it and they're announcing it to everybody. We're evil, bad people. That doesn't exist. That scenario never happens.
To be condemned, but people don't. Just because somebody votes differently than you, Chris, does not mean they have malice in their intention.
But that's the thing
we don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't think Harry or Parker or I believe that 99% of Trump supporters do not, at least in the sense of the fascist sense or the sense of destroying our democracy. They don't have malice in their heart. They're just uninformed. But just because they're uninformed does not mean that you can become complacent, because that's how fascism rises, right? That's the entire point. Do you know how many people in Germany didn't realize that the guy with the mustache was a bad dude until the USSR was on one side and the British and US Army were on the other, and US tanks were rolling down their street? That's when they started to learn how fucked up the dude with the mustache was, because they had been lied to so much and the propaganda machine was running. So again, if you're living in this scenario where you believe that there's just the only way for you to be divisive and fight against something wrong is when half the country is standing up and saying, hey, we're evil people, we want to, be Schnazis, that's never going to happen. It's never how it happens.
Chris, I understand your point about people being complacent and everything. Truly, I get it. But like you say, and Harry, you made a good point that he is the representative of the people. I understand your point that he represents a whole country of a nation. He represents the whole nation. I get that. But when, you call people names and like morons and idiot and everything, I understand that he's the president, but you're doing no better than what
I just can't understand why you're
not
so
true. That's just so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
for you to
first
say
of all,
that. That just because it's an insult doesn't mean it's as bad as what Donald Trump is doing, or at the same extent. He called someone. Wait, listen. You're comparing him calling someone a moron on the TikTok live stream, right? Like, say it was unjustly. Say it was unjustly. He called someone a moron in a wrong manner, right? That is nowhere fucking near Donald Trump at all, who said that Haitian immigrants were eating cats and dogs with no fucking evidence, who called Kamala Harris the R slur.
I thought that was pointless.
Well, I can keep going. Who said that black people had a trait of laziness, right? We can reference how he didn't rent to black people. He said that Kamala Harris turned black.
He said,
I can a million things.
called Democrats vermin.
He said today, when asked about the child who died in Texas from measles, that it was a quote, it's a common thing, even though it's not common at all. In fact, it's incredibly rare for there to be measles outbreaks. There hasn't been one in decades. So that alone today, do you know how much damage? Like, there's already been a child who has died because of the anti-vax rhetoric of like the right, Trump and RFK. So Trump saying today on live television, millions of people have seen this clip across multiple social media platforms. Him saying today that it's common is probably leading people who were anti-vax, who may have been concerned about this, to be like, oh, it's fine, I'll keep going. That could have cost them their life right there today. That comment alone.
I mean, we already saw that with COVID. Right? When Donald Trump was on the White House podium saying it's going to go away by Easter, politicizing masks, questioning Dr. Fauci and his advice, questioning Dr. Deborah Birx and her advice, questioning the methods of doctors all around the country and governors all around the country who are playing it safe. That led to people dying. We know that in Republican districts across the country compared to Democratic districts, there was a higher rate of death. So, I mean, it's crazy for you to come up here and say that me calling someone a moron, which, by the way, I don't even really use the word moron all that often, so I question that even happening. But regardless, you saying that is on the same scale as Donald Trump is crazy. It just seems like you have a bias against me. You don't like me because I'm a Democrat or whatever, and you like Donald Trump, so you're willing to overlook things that Donald Trump says and does, and you don't have the same willingness to say, oh, Harry called someone a moron one time. That's just the heat of the conversation.
Down the divisive rhetoric. Yes, I agree.
But you voted for him. You cannot. This is what's so frustrating. You cannot come up here and claim to care about divisive rhetoric if you voted for Trump.
Yeah, exactly what I was saying earlier. Like, he literally has divisive rhetoric ingrained into how he engages with every single person. He had a nickname that was an insult for every person he debated against in the primaries. That's what you liked about him. But apparently it's bad whenever we call like someone a moron.
Also, he just called Joe Biden, quote, crooked Joe today.
Probably a bigot, by the way. Who's probably a bigot. I'm just going to clarify. They're probably a bigot, and we were rude to a bigot. And like, that's the biggest issue that you can bring up, instead of literally people losing rights, instead of not addressing climate change, instead of sexual abuse, instead of literally undermining the integrity of our elections, saying we dated a 10-year-old girl in 10 years, bragging about walking in the changing rooms of girls and Misty say because he quote unquote owns the place to inspect them without their consent, right? This is the guy that you're comparing to Harry saying that someone on a TikTok live who's probably a bigot is a moron.
It's like
Please get a fucking grip on reality.
It's like Harry said, I can't speak for Trump. I can speak for myself and what I watch and what I take in on this platform.
But yeah, we understand that. We understand that you can't speak for Trump. But if this is behavior that you're concerned about, your vote enables that.
Okay, that is a fair point.
Right. So that's the problem. That's what we're saying. That like
again. Sorry, go ahead.
So, Chris, you want to also know how I'm an idiot? I used the word yesterday that didn't make any sense. I said irrehensible.
You don't have to keep calling yourself an idiot.
Wait. That doesn't make you an idiot, right?
I was trying to say reprehensible, and I said irrehensible.
That's okay, bro. I can barely
all the time,
me myself. I can barely read. It's like a meme up here when I try to read names.
All right, well,
no, I'm serious. When I try to read names off on Venmo, I'm terrible at reading. So like I say shit like that all the time. But don't be so hard on yourself. But I will say quickly, hi Jaden. I'm gonna let Jaden speak.
Hello.
We're gonna let Jaden speak to everybody. Show love to Jaden. Go to the link in his bio.
Hello,
this dude's incredible. But
hello.
quickly before we
So I'm about to hop down here in a few minutes, though.
Wait, before we do that, wait, before you do. This is when we talk about the idea of people being divisive and that they shouldn't be rude, and where the line is. One of my favorite quotes of lately, Winston Churchill, quote, "It is my purpose first to show how easily the tragedy of the Second World War could have been prevented and how the malice of the wicked was reinforced by the weakness of the virtuous." So Winston Churchill often argued that World War II, and obviously historians argue, that we were being complacent when, Germany was invading places and we were saying, oh, it's fine. It's not a big deal. They're going to stop here. We'll give them what they want because we don't want to, cause conflict. And what that ended up inevitably leading to was millions of people dying and them almost taking over the world. So in a smaller sense, at what point do we keep saying, oh, it's fine that people are doing this, we don't want to be mean, and we're allowing the rise of fascism?
I understand.
Thank you for the $5. Thank you so much.
I understand your argument about complacency. I get that. I do. I understand that there's a line that needs to be drawn. The point that I'm trying to make is that you three are very influential. We're all for the same age. I'm 22.
Wait, first of all, Gen Z,
Where are these people coming from?
Hold on. Wait. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Get the fuck. That's right. Oh, who did someone kick him?
No, who was that?
Okay, good.
I didn't add that person.
Okay, no, I added that person because they were talking shit about Jaden, and I wanted they left because they're scared.
Oh no, they could say it in my face.
That's why I added them, because I was like, go fuck yourself.
But I was saying,
wonderful. Yeah, fuck that guy.
You guys have a platform.
Was my camera glitching?
No.
I don't know. Okay, I wanted to make a point here about incitement. You've suggested repeatedly that these individuals on this panel here have rhetoric on par, if not worse, than what the President of the United States has said. And so the point I want to make is, and I assume you're not familiar with this, is called the Brandenburg test. Okay, that's a two-pronged bit of scrutiny which analyzes whether or not a speech is directed to incite and whether or not that incitement is likely. Okay. Nothing that anyone has said here has been remotely insightful or has the pretext of them knowing that someone is likely to commit a violent act of whatever. Okay, that's not what's happened. That's not what anything has occurred. That's not what anybody has suggested. That is not what anyone has advocated for. The same cannot be said about Donald Trump.
The point that I'm making, Jaden, is that...
Did you get my point?
Yes, I understand that there has been no evidence to prove that they have been divisive. I think the way that Harry comes off with his tone and the way that he speaks and he says things. See, when Chris does something, Chris talks informative. When Parker does something, he sounds educated on the topic. But
listen, I'll tell you, as the biggest asshole on this panel, I don't give a shit about tone.
To be upset.
And also, Gen Z politics. I just want to let you know, there's so many people that have the exact opposite opinion. Yeah. They say that about me, right? But they'll be like, "Oh, Harry's so nice," or they say it the other way around with Dean or Chris. There's so many people that have that opinion the other way around, flip flopped with us, many different ways. And I laugh at that all the time because there's so many other people out there that are like, "Dude, Parker's the worst. He's so fucking rude. He's the meanest person." Like Charlie Kirk. He thinks I'm the rudest person out of everyone.
And he likes Dean, right?
Yeah, he likes Dean. Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I'm just not your taste, man. You don't have to watch though. It's fine.
Well, yeah, also Dean was up here.
Also, Parker has a degree. Harry, I won't. Harry is. Harry's younger than Parker.
So can I ask y'all one more question?
Wait, really quickly. Parker has a degree. Harry's like a phenomenal school student, and I literally could barely pass our freshman math class, and my life depended on it. So again, when this concept is oh, Chris and Parker talk about things and they're educated, it's bro, the
way you make it sound.
The way somebody says something is not what's important. What they say and what they incite and who they target is. When you target Haitian migrants, that's insightful, that's hateful, that has an after effect.
Donald Trump.
Excuse me. Did I even say Donald Trump in that remark?
No, I'm saying what Harry does is just Donald Trump.
Okay, you have the right to scrutinize the president. Do you not believe in dissent?
Bro's the president, and we can't talk about him without Republicans being like, all you do is talk about them.
Chris talk about other things happening in the Republican
All you talk
Party.
about is Biden. Republicans talk about Biden constantly all the time. He's not even the fucking candidate. They talked about Hunter Biden all the time. Wasn't even the candidate, right? But they have an issue with us addressing literally the president of the United States. We're talking about politics. No shit. If there was a different presidential candidate, we'd be talking about a different presidential candidate. You understand? It's because we're talking about politics.
I understand that, but it's just Donald Trump. Just talk about the GOP. You really have a problem.
Well, because he's the leader of them. They all follow him. He is the GOP right now. Whether you like it or not, he is the face of the Republican Party. He is the cult leader of the Republican Party right now.
Yeah, I don't even understand this point. It's like, first of all, we don't obviously just talk about Donald Trump here.
I was doing like a deep dive researching for you the other day, and every video.
Wait, what'd you say? Your microphone was muffled. What'd you say?
I was saying I was looking at your profile the other day, and it was just like, I think it was like last Monday when I was doing it. It was like, Donald Trump just signed. Donald Trump. I know
Trump, you watched some random TikTok of someone being like, oh my God, they scrolled all of them.
You know, for somebody who bills himself as Gen Z politics, you seem to have an aversion to talking about, I don't know, fucking politics.
I just want to let you know, if you scroll onto my YouTube channel, you're going to see Trump supporter, Trump fan, MAGA fan. That's how algorithms work.
Yeah, I just don't understand. I still don't understand this point, because it's like you are correctly pointing out that, yes, I talk about Donald Trump. Can I just finish a sentence, please? Can I finish a sentence, please? I don't understand the point, because you're correctly pointing out that I talk about Donald Trump a lot. He is the president of the United States. The Republican Party is the current governing party in Washington, D.C. They control all the branches. And Donald Trump, as Parker also pointed out, is the leader of them. So are you upset that I talk about the leader of the first, not only the Republican Party, but also the country?
The Republican Party that you can talk about too.
And we talk about those people, 100%.
See,
what's your gripe at the end of the day?
Honestly, I think his thing is he just doesn't like me. He's just a Harry hater.
Harry, I don't
yeah, he's a Harry hater.
Harry, when I first saw you, I was like, wow, this kid seems educated and he knows what he's talking about. But the divisive rhetoric is what I'm hating, Harry.
You know how many people have said that to me? Like you said, I'm super calm. You said I'm super calm. I've heard that from countless people to me. Sometimes, like, we're as human beings, we're not always going to be the nicest to everyone. Especially if we're on a live talking to insane people all the time. I talk to insane people every day. Harry talks to insane people every day. Jaden talks to insane people every day. Chris talks to insane people every day. Of course, there are going to be moments and times as real fucking normal human beings that we respond in ways in which we don't see to be the most fucking perfect way to respond. Again, we can acknowledge that and address that, but you're not even giving us a hyper-specific circumstance where we can isolate on that behavior. And since we talk to so many people, it's hard for us to take that into account, since there's so many people that make these types of claims about us all the time. If we literally listen to every single thing and we literally like hyperfixate like, oh, this person said it, therefore for sure I have to take that into account, that means that we would be taking into account a million things every single day where everything would conflict and contradict. We have to have some process to decipher between what is said, right?
I understand. And I'm not going to say that I took a massive L in this debate. I just have two more questions before I head out. Number one, please, for the love of God, I think a lot of your fans want to know, are any of you guys going to run for president?
No.
I don't plan on it.
Chris?
For president, I have no idea.
Harry, I know you can't. You were born in Singapore.
I can run for president.
He's a natural, yeah. His parents.
I was an American citizen by birth, my man.
Oh, okay. So
I think I'd be surprised if there was not a congressional run in my future. I'd be able
Harry, do you think so?
Yeah, America's not ready for
I like how they argue
pansexual.
They argue against birthright citizenship and then say that Harry shouldn't be able to run for president because he wasn't born in the U.S.
I didn't know Harry could.
No, yeah, I can run for president, my man. Maybe. I don't know. That'd be cool.
If you run,
the answer is it's Harry's dream. He will do it.
What about Dean?
I don't know, Parker. Do you have any insight on that?
I think Dean does want to go into politics later on.
But presidency,
probably. I doubt presidency, but probably he does want to go into politics later on.
But I do want to say thank you guys for letting me up.
Yeah, thanks. Totally. Thanks for being here, man. You're not stupid. You're not an idiot. You're not. Don't put yourself down, man. Seriously.
But like, all I'm just saying is, guys, is just be careful with the divisive rhetoric. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay,
all right, man.
Okay.
All right, man.
Yeah, have a good
Thanks
night.
for coming up. Have a good one, all right?
Be safe out there. Really quickly. Kay, thank you so much for $10 on Venmo. It means a lot for being so damn fine. You're amazing. I appreciate it. That's very kind. Truly, not something I take for granted. Maggie, $5. Please, I got you. You are so. That really means a lot to me, Maggie. Seriously, thank you so much. Eden, I really appreciate you. It's good to see you. Eden, thank you so much for 50 cents. I'm sorry I can't afford more. But I have to say this for live. Please don't apologize. Just you being here means the world. Even though trans people don't have an advantage, why are we acting like professional sports aren't all about that anyway? Basketball players are tall. Michael Phelps has lung capacity above normal, etc. That's right. He beautifully said. I love you so much. Thank you. Taylor, thank you so much for $10. I'm a trans fan. It's so fun living in every single Trump supporter's head, rent-free. Trans people just want to live. Leave us alone. Thanks for the support as always. Can I get $1 million for Taylor in the chat? $10 means the world. And just you being here, I'm really proud of you. I appreciate you. Haley, thanks so much for $1. You're incredible. Hi, Chris. Crazy lore drop on my account. Actually started off as a Parker fan page. Chicago misses you already. I didn't know that. That's crazy. W is Haley. I'll be back. Don't worry. Hannah, $2. I appreciate you so much. And Haley, by the way, it's good to see you. I really appreciate you. You look so yummy tonight. You're too kind. You're amazing. Hannah, 2 cents. I appreciate you a lot. L. Donald 777 bias. Wow. In the most loving way possible, 10 cents. Watching you try to pronounce my name, last donation made me giggle hard. Thank you for that. No shade. No one gets it right. It's Yonoa. P.S. You should really add me back on Snap. I will. Christy Maurer, I'll have some people back. Don't read loud. $5. I got you, Lee. I appreciate you so much. You rock. $5, truly. JW, $5. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. Guys, truly, I don't take this for granted. Andy, $1. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry I didn't see this, Andy. I promise we got you next time. Remember this. I love you, Andy. Truly, I appreciate you. Mads, put the hat back on. Harris Walls, you're amazing. $2. $10. Lenny, you guys are all so kind. I don't take this for granted. Share this link where you got this smells like fuck Trump candle. I actually don't know. I got it as a gift, but I will look. Lenny, thanks for being here. Jennifer, $5. You are always so incredible. Can I have some W's for Jennifer in the chat? Truly, guys, I do not take this for granted. And Andy, I love you, King, but if you keep touring on your headphones, you're going to break another pair. You start work Monday. Let's fucking go. Proud. Shout out. If you could also shout out National Eating Disorder Awareness Week, because as someone who's in recovery, more people need to know recovery is possible. Recovery absolutely is possible. And I appreciate you mentioning that. And Andy, I know we talked about, I remember when you were applying for that job and you got it. Fucking proud of you. Super proud of you. And lastly, Cheyenne, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. $50 on Venmo is absolutely in-fucking-sane. I appreciate you so much. Can I get 1 million W's in the chat? Asora, let's let Jaden up. He's requesting. Wow.
How'd I get here?
Wow. I appreciate you so much. Are these like are these from yesterday? Am I tweaking? Oh my goodness. Cheyenne, thank you so much again for $50. Literally insane. Just show some support. Love you so much. You're amazing. Can I get 1 million W's? Also, 1 million W's for Kira in the chat. PlayStation Fund, $100. Parker, dude, you are too kind. You're too kind.
You break your PlayStation?
I'm in Georgia. I just didn't bring it. You're too fucking kind. You're too kind. Truly, $100 is insane. Like I never take that for granted. $20, real shit. As a Georgia native, I really hope I get to vote for you one day. As an almost 22-year-old, I'm sick of seeing these old dudes trying to make laws for me and my little sisters. Lacey, one day you will. I promise. You're absolutely amazing. But you're also too kind. I love you, truly. $20. As a grape survivor, thank you for standing up for all women. You give me hope for the future. Alicia, I am so proud of you. $5 means the world. From the bottom of my heart, I am unbelievably proud of you. You're incredible. Can I get 1 million W's for Alicia in the chat? Mia, I got you. I got you. I got you, Mia. I got you. I will.
Yo, Christian, you'd vote for Donald Trump?
No, I just want to say thank you, and I like what you're doing.
Oh, man, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for being here, brother. Really means a lot. Thanks, man.
He's still speaking.
Have a good one.
Chris,
right,
thank you for the $50. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. Thank you on the Cash App.
The reason I read all those for so long is because A, I love you, but B, I'm also getting off because I'm fucking tired. I have to go.
Oh, okay. Got you.
That's why I took that time. I love you all. It's good to see everybody. I appreciate you guys. Be safe. I got to go get some rest. Mwah. You guys are the best.
All right. Bye-bye, Chris.
Have a good night.
All right, if you're MAGA, let us know in the chat. We'll bring you up, and we can talk. And you can tell us why.
I might just get off and play Fortnite now. I've been on for over 5 hours.
Totally respect that. If you
Damn right, I'm taking over.
yeah. Jaden's stepping up.
If anyone wants to come play Fortnite, come over. Come over
to everybody. Parker, get a job on Twitch.
Yes, I'll be Parker get a job on Twitch.
Parker get a job on Twitch, everybody, if you want to go watch Parker play some
And Ashley, thank you so much for the $20 on Venmo. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But all right, everyone on YouTube and everywhere, love y'all. Have a great night, everyone.
Take care.
Good night. Seeing y'all.
Whoa, Lucky Bags, I appreciate you so much. Lucky Bags.
Thank you for the 5 for can't forget the one who not only fights for rights, but also fights for love matches. That's true. I have a romance show. Oh.
What?
I have a dating show that I do now. It's been oddly successful.
Okay. I like it. I like that a lot. That's cool. I have some on Venmo Cash App, but we'll get into a debate. I'll read those later. Venmo Cash App, PayPal in the link in the bio for me and Jaden. If you want to support the live, it goes an incredibly long way. We appreciate you very much.
Shit, Aaron, thank you for the $80.
Jeez Louise. God, throw some love from him in the chat.
I love you too, Aaron. Logo.
Yo.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great.
How old are you, bro?
I am 18 years old. I was born 2006 July.
Okay.
Okay, so did you vote for Trump?
I did vote for Trump, but I am new to politics, so I am willing to change my mind if you guys can convince me.
Okay, so what made you vote for Trump?
My parents, I trusted them enough, so I just voted off of them.
How do we even tackle this, Jaden?
Well, where are you in school right now?
I graduated last school year.
Are you in college?
No, I'm currently unemployed. Well, McDonald's worker.
There's nothing wrong with that. Are you planning to be in college?
No, I'm planning to join the U.S. Marines.
Amazing.
Okay, well, that's reputable. I would just suggest that you read more. There are community college courses that offer civics, that offer history, that offer econ and finance, that would keep you well informed on current affairs. I don't think that anyone should be beholden to what their parents say. I think oftentimes parents are wrong, especially when it comes to politics. So if you can stay informed, if you can read up on current affairs and help better inform your decision on policy, on politics, on what's happening in the world and what benefits or affects you directly, that's a better solution than just trusting who mom and dad vote for.
All right.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I have a question.
Sure, what's going on?
So I hear a lot about Trump being racist, right? I just wondering anything he did that was racist, because I can't find anything myself other than border policies, which I don't agree is racist. And if you do think that, remember Obama was a big thing on border as well.
Okay, several things. One, his attacks on Barack Obama were inherently racist. He suggested he was not a legal citizen and was an illegitimate president, suggesting that he was born in Kenya. He maintained that position for several years. He called for the deaths of the Central Park Five, innocent Black and Latino individuals out of New York who were caught up in a crime that they did not commit, something he maintained for several decades. He was sued twice for housing discrimination, sued again in the 1990s over discrimination and moving black people off the floors of his casinos. The list goes on. Claimed that Kamala Harris wasn't black, said that black people were living in shithole districts and rat-infested vermin parts of the country, called them shithole countries, insulted congressional black caucus leaders and members, said that for women of color in Congress should go back to where they came from. That's just off the top of my head, so.
All right, well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I like this Jaden guy.
Yeah, Jaden's
Thank
cool.
you.
All right, I'm gonna log off. That's all I need to know. Thank you,
All right,
guys.
man. Appreciate you. Have a good one, all right?
Goodbye now.
All right, if you're MAGA, let us know. We'll bring you up and we can talk. Mermaid, thanks for the 5. Just sending my daily love. Mermaid from Queens. I appreciate you. Daniela, thanks for the 1 cent. Hair's looking gorgeous. Daniela, I appreciate you so much. Eris, thanks for the 5. Tell Chris to take off his tattoo. This. Yeah, I'll tell him. I'll make sure to do that. It's good. Appreciate you. Daniel, thanks for the 5. Here's money to ask him to turn his camera on. That's all the way back with that weirdo. Maggie, thanks for the 2 as well. Happy to see you. Maggie, happy to see you too. Adina, thanks for the 3. It looks like I've lost my phone. Very smooth, Adina. Very smooth. Henry, thanks for the 5. That's a crazy comment. Bianca, thanks for the 3. Don't let Chris gaslight you. Smile 2 sucked. I'm a horror movie connoisseur.
I'm going to see that new movie, The Monkey. Is that any good?
I have not seen it. I couldn't tell you. Chris speaks so highly of that movie, like constantly. So, Tally,
Really?
thanks for the 50 cent. Don't read out loud. Got you. I will do. Dale, thanks for the $15. I'm visiting New York City in a month. Where's the best slice at? I always have a hot take that, like, I think that most any pizzeria you go to, you'll have a good time. I know people might be like, oh, it's this pizzeria. I think most pizzerias, you walk on the street, you get a slice from one of them, you'll be fine.
The correct answer is Joe's Pizza on Broadway.
Joe's is also really good. Caitlin, thanks for the 5. Harry, I'm here to apologize for calling my cat cuter than yours. I meant to say both my cat and dog. Wow. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here, Caitlin. It's always means a lot. this Covington guy. I think we just talked. I feel like we talked to this guy the other day. I'm not sure. Alicia, thanks for the 5. As a grape survivor, thanks for standing up for women. You give me hope for the future. You being here and staying in the fight gives me hope for the future. I appreciate you, and thank you for your perseverance. You're amazing. Leon, thanks for the 69 cents. No. Thank you, Shili Zulman. Thanks, or Easy Doodle. I appreciate the $20. Thank you so much. You're amazing. I appreciate you being here a lot. Oscar, thanks for the 5. Isn't this the guy who said he was born in 2002? Yet he certainly wasn't. Perhaps. Jamie, thanks for the 1. MAGA worries about you getting paid by the DNC, but cares less that Trumps get paid by Musk. It's hypocrisy. Also, the RNC pays creators all the time. Kayla, thanks for the 3. The audacity of this guest stating being trans alone is what causes depression and anxiety when it's actually people like this guest beliefs and rhetoric. Exactly.
It's
like
an
mostly
ecological fallacy.
Exactly. Stella, thanks for the 1. This is a question for all of you. What do you think about a potential of dictatorship in this country? I think that Donald Trump is doing everything in his power to get there. It's yet to be seen if the institutions will hold up. There are more. I'll read them in a minute, but I appreciate everybody. Venmo, Cash App, and the link in the bio for me if you want to support live, and of course Jaden as well. If you would like to support him, it goes an incredibly long way. We appreciate you and love you. All right, Covington.
Thank you.
What's up?
Hi, how are you? You in the bathroom?
Huh?
You in the bathroom?
Yeah, I'm showering.
Oh, nice.
What?
Don't turn the camera on, okay? We can't risk this live going down.
I won't, don't.
You're an Aussie?
Huh?
You Australian?
No.
Nar?
No.
Where are you from? Tell us, be for real. What state are you from?
I'm from Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Yeah.
What time is it?
11:18.
Okay.
I'm a citizen.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, what's up? What do you got?
I voted for Trump because, like, if you look at the TikTok edits of Trump compared to Kamala, then Trump's just a lot better, you know.
The TikTok edits?
Yeah. What's going on to you, MAGA?
Okay, hi. I kind of lied, so I'm sorry. I'm not MAGA, but I voted for Kamala. But Harry, I just have a few questions here. So, my name is Holly, by the way. Both my parents are huge MAGA supporters, so it's very it's such a headache talking. I really don't talk about politics with them. It's just so frustrating. But okay, so the bill that was passed where all the MAGA people are saying that the policies included no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, etc.
Yeah.
What I looked into was it is just like a beginning step of restructuring federal taxes so that they can eventually put no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on etc. Did you look into that? I'm just curious if you saw that.
Yeah, so you're right in the sense that it was this is like laying the foundation for it. This is not like a bill that is going to go to the Senate now. It's just laying the foundation. But no, I wouldn't argue that this is like also laying the foundation for taxes, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security. I don't think it does any of that. Republicans kind of straight up lied about that. They have no intention of doing that. There are bills in the House that are currently being worked on that could do that. Do I think that they're going to go anywhere? No. This bill in and of itself is just allowing the Republicans to possibly in the future cut hundreds of billions of dollars to Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security and things like that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I just wanted to know your opinion on that because, it's one thing saying that it'll accomplish what they think it will versus will it actually, we'll see.
Yeah.
And then my last question here is, how Elon's saying that all Americans are going to get a $5,000 check in the mail for how much
President
they're
Musk
saving.
wacky bucks, as I call them.
Wacky bucks? Yeah, might as well be a Monopoly money. Okay, well, yeah. That's very low probability, right, guys?
Yeah, I mean, that's incredibly unlikely. And he also wasn't saying, I think he clarified this later, saying it wouldn't be like a $5,000 check that's sent to your house. It would be in the form of a tax reduction for the year. Also, that is predicated on the idea that Doge actually finds things to save. And we just learned today that 40% of the contracts that Doge has cut so far have already been paid out, meaning that they'll produce $0 in savings. And the Wall Street Journal did an investigation into this, and they found that Doge has only cut funding for $2 billion worth of things, and only 2% of that is connected to DEI. The rest is for Alzheimer drug funding and things like that. So The idea that you're going to get like a $5,000 tax reduction is, I think, Musk and Trump just lying to you again to try to get you on their side.
Yeah, their website recently had to delete much of their wall of receipts page, including the top 5 receipts expenditure saving measures that they cited on there. That's already been purged. They've already had to rehire several staffers, some thousands of people, and they're already having to litigate this in the courts. So this isn't saving anyone money. The more you have to litigate this, the more you have to bring this up to court. That's still millions of dollars out of the American people's pockets.
Wow. Yeah, that's just a shame. And what really bothered me, guys, was the slashing they're doing on the national parks, like all the national parks workers that are losing their jobs. The bathrooms there, the trash that usually gets picked up, it's just gonna make the national parks, the beauty of the national parks, it's gonna ruin the beauty. It's gonna, who's gonna take care of that, and who's gonna mandate that the forest fires are maintained. It's just really upsetting.
I think the goal ultimately is to privatize them, so that then there's a profit motive for private entities to come and absorb things like Yellowstone, things like Mount Rushmore, what have you. I think that is the idea, that they're looking to give as a big benefit towards their donors, towards the billionaire class.
What the heck? That makes no sense to me, because Yellowstone there's like one of the most expensive resorts possible. It's called Yellowstone Club. Like Mark Zuckerberg and a bunch of those like wealthy people have they're members of Yellowstone Club, and like the whole draw to these posh ski and year-round clubs is because they're next to these big parks. I guess maybe privatizing them would probably be better for them, but that's
what they want. It's not going to be better for the long run, especially when it comes to water rights and preservation and climate action. So no, I wouldn't support that, but that's the end game, is to undermine the system as best as possible. Same goes for Medicare and Medicaid, and then allow private entities to absorb them.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, just wanted to pop on, and I didn't expect you to pull me on, but thanks. I watch you a little bit before I go to bed at night, Harry, and I just really, it's just a breath of fresh air, and it's just nice to see a young gentleman kind of advocate for stuff that I really care about, and my girl groups really care about, and because my dad's huge MAGA, which kind of upsets me, and my brother is sort of just kind of like that, and so it's really refreshing seeing young men be on the right side of history, I believe. So thank you guys.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for your support.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome back anytime. All right.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. It's a nice girl. Nice girl. Ashley, thanks for the 1. Thanks for fighting the good fight and caring for your community. You're the highlight of my day. Ashley, I think you're the highlight of my day, actually. I think
dating show time?
No.
Harry, do you have a girlfriend?
I don't comment on that publicly. I see. Soares, what's going on, man? MAGA?
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. I'm not MAGA. I'm just not also. I don't also support Kamala though.
Jorge, thanks for the $5. Thanks for defending LGBT, of course, brother.
I wanted to talk about, if you want to talk about Palestine and how that's kind of been, that's incredibly divisive. I was listening to the other guy talk about how Democrats are divisive, and to be honest, I was shocked by Democrats this past year, because I've seen a lot of crazy, like, divisive takes, I would say. Like the reaction after Trump won, and how they all blamed the pro-Palestine people, and then I saw so many Democrats saying,
I think,
well, now you get what you voted for, and basically, mocking. I don't
think anybody needs to be goaded in that regard, but yes, this is effectively what they claim to be against right now, and as it stands today. The president posted an AI-generated video of him taking over Gaza and celebrating with Netanyahu and Elon Musk. There's money pouring down. There's a golden Trump statue. This is the rhetoric that he has now instilled within that region. Additionally, it was reported today that Iran has enough weapons-grade uranium to account for 6 nuclear weapons, should they decide to make it. That is the facts. So if they were to back any kind of proxy group in retaliation of this, they now have nukes on their side. They now have Iranian influence, and that's not going to be in any way beneficial towards anyone. So this is effectively what's happened. This is the rhetoric he's stoking. This is the ethnic cleansing that he's promoted.
But that's the same thing that Kamala was planned to do.
No.
Sorry, my English isn't my first language, by the way. Sorry if I
No, she was not pro-annexing Gaza.
Well, she
Hey,
would
get
have
back here.
They did,
What?
I was saying she would have supported Israel if they chose to annex Gaza and do whatever they wanted.
That's not true. That's conjecture. And it was Trump who released the some 2,000-pound bombs that have now been presiding over Gaza that was previously blocked by the Biden-Harris administration. He did that just last week. So if this is an argument that she wouldn't have been any better, that's not to say that Trump is very clearly the worst alternative here.
No, I'm not saying she would have been worse than Trump, but I'm saying it's not a good enough argument just to say that, okay, Trump is worse, so let's just go with...
That is worse.
Yeah,
That's
I am saying Trump
worse.
is worse, but maybe Trump is worse for the U.S., for I think for Americans.
He's worse for the United States. He's worse for Israeli safety, by the way, and for the people of Palestine.
I don't think he's worse for Palestinians. They're both.
I just demonstrated how his withdrawal from the Iranian nuclear program allowed them to enrich themselves in weapons-grade uranium that I just pointed to. That would not have been the case had we stayed in that, had we abided by those protocols, which Iran was doing. Now they're closer to building 6 nuclear weapons should they want, and obliterate Palestine if they so desired.
Who, Iran?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why would
If Trump took hold of Gaza, they can obliterate it.
I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Palestine, by the way. That's why I saw some people saying some people saying she's not even American. That's why I care about American politics, because it affects me directly. So
so wait, you couldn't vote in the last election?
No, I'm not American. Like I'm in Palestine right now. I thought I said that when I got up. I didn't say I'm not American. I said I'm not American, guys. I'm not. Oh, I said I'm not MAGA. I'm not both. I'm nothing. I'm just not American.
So just
what?
So wait, I just had a. So you had the Biden administration and Kamala Harris, who was part of these negotiations for a ceasefire deal in Gaza, right? This is something that the Biden administration had been working on, negotiating. They had a framework since the spring of 2024. Then that deal is negotiated and agreed upon by both sides. And then Donald Trump comes in, and now he's already talking about annexing Gaza and having it controlled by the United States. And as Jaden pointed out, posting AI videos of him placing gold statues in Gaza and having Elon Musk eat pizza and having money rain down on him. You think that those two are the same?
Well, my people are still dying under Biden, so it's, I'm not saying Trump is better. I'm saying
I asked, do you think they're the same?
No.
Okay, weren't you just saying a moment ago that they're equally as bad? You were saying that for the United States, Trump would be worse, but for foreign affairs, they'd be the same?
Just how... Well, at the end of the day, it's people dying either way, and I've talked to some Republicans, and they claim that Trump is just doing this to what's the word in English? Sorry, just to shake things up and get a reaction and get an actual solution going. That's their claim. Not saying
the reaction is going to cost people's lives. And I say that this is a detriment to Israel's security as well, because now they've got a target on their back by Iranian-backed proxy groups, by H Group, by people who wholeheartedly see this move of ethnic cleansing as detrimental in its entirety. There's a reason why Israel and Jordan have rejected this, because they don't want to be complicit in the removal of 2.2 million Palestinian people from Gaza. They don't want that target on their backs. They realize that there's a longitudinal ripple effect likely to spawn from this. Trump doesn't see it that way. He's incredibly short-sighted when it comes to foreign policy.
My point is I hate Trump. I'm not saying I would. If I was American, I would never vote for him. But my point is, and I thought it was better to support and vote for Kamala. That's what as a Palestinian, that's what I was telling Americans. But anyways, now he's in office. But my point is, as a Democratic Party as a whole, how Like, how can you live with the fact that your candidate supports genocide, basically?
Because she doesn't.
You think she doesn't?
How does she support genocide?
Well, under Biden, she did.
How?
They were actively killing Palestinians every day. More Palestinians died under Biden than they did under any other president.
That is not the responsibility of Harris, nor did the United States directly conduct those bombings.
Yeah,
But
that's also just
they funded it for more than a year.
well, actually, a lot
They
of the
also
funding.
put bans on MK-84 bombs, which Trump has lifted.
Yeah, but you see, it's like you're giving excuses. I don't know why.
That's
you
not an
can't-
excuse. I'm saying that is a bad thing that they aided and abetted Israel in its bombings. Yes.
What do you think if?
it
But they
shouldn't
did.
What?
It seems like it
I didn't
seems
say
like
if.
Oh, okay. I thought you said F. Sorry. It
I
seems
said
like
that is
though
a bad thing.
It just seems to me that the party, the Democratic Party, is not standing its grounds on this issue. They kind of like they make excuses. They say whatever, they just make up excuses when it's there's a hard line. It's very obvious that Biden supported, and he's always so proud to say, I'm a Zionist, I'm a Christian Zionist. You don't have to be Jewish to be Zionist, and he's very proud of that. So how can you support that?
You can disagree with Biden saying that, but to like put Kamala Harris and Donald Trump on the same scale in any aspect of this conversation is ludicrous. It's just ludicrous.
It's not. Yeah, but it's not at this point. It's not just a belief in a policy. It's morals. You have to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, the moral thing is to vote for Kamala Harris.
Trump indiscriminately bombing these innocent individuals. Biden has at least shown some level of restraint. While I disagree with him in his larger grand scale of things, he was one that forged humanitarian aid. He used drawdown authority. He was able to forge pathways of getting those refugees into management centers and across where they cannot be harmed. That's not the case with Donald Trump. He's ignored the intelligence. He's ignored unilateral protocol. He's only upped the amount of violence and bombings and has called for ethnic cleansing in that region. That's a clear and present difference in priorities.
Yeah, my point was just honestly, I was just trying to say that there should have been a stronger push on, stronger pressure on Kamala to stand up for Palestine and make it clearer and make this separate herself from Biden's policies, which were very, very pro-Israel. And he wanted to appear that way. He wanted to be the most pro-Israel president, whatever. I don't care.
She was the first in the administration to call for a two-state solution and
Yeah,
a permanent ceasefire. I agree. I know that
I give her
two-state
credit
solution
for
isn't
that.
optimal, but it's
Yeah.
better than purging 2.2 million people out of their homes.
No, I agree. But I think because people were so scared that Trump was going to be in office, they kind of were easy on her in that sense. I think it would have even benefited the Democratic Party if people were harder and demanded that she change,
Look, I hate to break it to you, unfortunately, but, and I mean this, and I genuinely mean this, but this was not a major issue for American voters. So if Kamala Harris would have been any different on this issue, it perhaps would have actually made it worse for her. When you look at like the top 5 issues of which people voted on when they left the polls in 2024, the economy, inflation, gas prices, democracy in some polls was the number one thing. So I think it's incorrect to say that Kamala Harris, if she would have changed her policy and approach, it would have been any different. This was not at the top of mind for most voters. It was certainly something that a lot of young people thought about, but a lot of young people don't vote.
Yes, yeah. I'm not saying she would have won, but in my opinion, as a non-American, my opinion was, or my perspective was that she was kind of on the middle on a lot of things. She wouldn't take a hard stand on many things. I think she should have been more left on so many more issues.
That wouldn't have helped her. I'm sorry. The United States had a rightward shift. There's not a single county that Kamala Harris flipped, right? The country moved right. So Kamala Harris going more left on certain issues would not have benefited her when the country was very clearly, they spoke. Unfortunately, and we all agree, all of us collectively agree that it is unfortunate, but we can't deny reality. We can't pretend to be like, oh, well, if Kamala Harris would have been more left on healthcare or this or that, people would have liked her more. No.
Okay, so this is you both are obviously educated on this matter. So I was curious if that's the case, if would have helped her if she was actually more left, because I thought she had it in the bag when I first saw her. She was so much more qualified. She was, well spoken, whatever. But then,
I don't think it would have helped her. I think ultimately what her plan may have been, and I think what Biden ultimately did. I think what her plan may have been would be to have governed as a more leftist politician, as a more leftist president, but she had to campaign towards the center. She had to win over disaffected Trump voters. That was the Democratic Party strategy. Whether or not that played out correctly is another question, but there were a lot of people that she saw that she needed to win over. And it's an especially hard hill for her to climb, being a black woman and being someone who they perceived as being part of this administration. So that was... Oh, what happened? We okay?
Is it?
I got muted. What was that? Is it an audio issue? Harry, you talking? Is it me? Might be your mic.
Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Sorry. All right, continue. Sorry.
Oh, it scared me. I thought I got banned.
Okay, guys, I want to make it clear that I do think Kamala should have won, and I would have liked her to win. But I'm just wondering, why do you think she lost?
People blamed Kamala Harris and Joe Biden for the economy, which was unjust.
And she didn't have enough time to distinguish herself from Biden. I think had they had a primary, had he dropped out sooner, there would have been a maybe a more effective chance there, but it's not the case.
Okay, well, I just wanted to hear your opinions on, like, how do you deal with, if you're a huge supporter of Palestine, or if you're Arab American, how do you deal with, these are my two options, and I think, just how do you deal with that? Do you not vote? Do you vote for Kamala because she's obviously clearly better on everything else? So what would be your advice to, I guess, Arab Americans who are confused about who to vote for?
Look at their track records. Donald Trump upped bombings in the Middle East 450%. He got away. He did away with the civilian casualty report established under Obama. He had a Muslim ban. I don't see how in any stretch of the imagination this is somebody who is sympathetic to the plight of Arab Americans towards Muslim Americans. This is not. Everything he's done in terms of rhetoric, in terms of policy, in terms of intent, demonstrates a different course of action.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, alrighty. I guess we'll leave it there for now.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming up. All right. Have a good one. Thank you. Jeez.
I wish I had a time machine, Can Elon invent that next?
Yeah. Can that be something? Samantha, thanks for the 5. I know this that he's talking about. Oh, I understand. This was from a while ago. Samantha, I appreciate you. Andy, thanks for the 1. Wish I would have seen that, Andy. Kaylee, thanks for the 1. Had an absolutely horrible day mentally, but watching you dunk on Trump supporters is definitely making me feel better. Hey, well, Kaylee, that's what we're here for, huh? JW, thanks for the 5. Thanks, Harry, for what you do. It's a really scary time. I really hate being a person of color. It's effing sad and scary. Sorry, it's not more money. No. You're good, brother. It's JW, you just being here again. I say it to everybody. You just being here means a lot. Isora, thanks for the $2. Let Jaden know. Well, wow.
Yeah, fuck, that was fast.
Jennifer, thanks for the 5. Read to yourself. Yeah. Jennifer, I appreciate that. I know I keep forgetting. There's just so much going on. Venice, thanks for the 20. Don't read out loud. You got it. I also agree with that. Aaron, thanks for the 10. Go, Harry. Love your lives. For one thing, you are very respectful when debating, unless, of course, they're spewing lies and misinformation. That's what I always say. When people come up here and they're nice, we talk.
Nigger, shut up, faggot.
Oh, wow. See, this guy's a little stupid fuck. See, I'm not nice to people like this loser down here. Look at that guy. Guy's very upset with himself. Ellie, thanks for the 3. He was stalking your profile. Yeah. Michaela, thanks for the 1. My mom is a D1 Trump glazer. What do I do? Debate her.
Oh, God.
Kayla, thanks for the 4. You're going to be president one day and you promised me a place in your admin. I'm just going to patiently wait. Well, that would be very nice, wouldn't it? Eric, thanks for the 1. MAGA are so whiny. I would also agree. Michaela, thanks for the 1. I'm sorry, I only donate $1 at a time. Again, you do not have to apologize. I just appreciate you being here. If you're MAGA, you can come up.
Sauce. That's cringe. Shanda Panda, thank you for the $20. This is like my subscription. Nice. Thomas Sixby, thank you for the 10. Nyumbia, thank you for the 5. And Andy, thank you for the 4.
Ashley, thanks for the 10 as well. No one in this country is more divisive than the president. He's just afraid. Yeah, I would also agree. Dana, thanks for the 98 cents. I just want to say how much I don't appreciate everything you do and how much I dislike the education and content. I don't love you, and I will not be thanking you for supporting those who found themselves in distraught. Oh, Dana, I know. I'm so sorry. I'm just terrible. All right, if you're MAGA, let us know in the chat. Where was that dog guy? Where was that guy? He said he wanted to dunk. Yeah, I think his name is Dogaholic. Yeah. He said he wanted to dunk on you again. I just would love to see him try. I don't know. Where is that guy? I wanted to bring him up.
Chris.
Let's see. Is he here?
Chris, you there?
He's loading in still for me. All right, we will kick him because I don't think he's here any longer. But if you are MAGA, let us know. Oh, look. Okay. Yeah. What are the odds of this guy's a troll?
Trigger liberals. Don't say the N-word. Okay. You got 6 followers.
Why do you disagree that Trump is not the second coming of Jesus? Because he is.
He is everything that Jesus preached against.
I just think Trump is the second coming of Jesus. I don't know how that's disputable. It is true.
What does the Bible say about rich men getting into heaven?
So if you're rich, you go to heaven, but if you're poor, you don't.
No, specifically Matthew 19:23.
Thing is, I'm a conservative.
Verily,
Christian,
I say unto you that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven.
So why do you guys spread communist, socialist?
Define
agenda?
Communism.
So communism is basically when no iPhone, basically.
Wrong.
Just when you have no iPhone.
Then why do communist nations build iPhones?
That's not true. I live in Norway, and
Norway's not communist. That was too easy. Anyways,
0 out of 5. 0 out of 5. Daniela, thanks for the 1 cent. Good to see you. Should have not. Let me know you box. Daniela. Haley, thanks for the D. When are you going to get a tattoo? Never. Not my thing, personally. Grace, thanks for the 3. Woke up to Trump Gaza today. Didn't know if I should cry or laughing or just cry. Thanks for keeping us educated and all the hard work you do. Hey, Grace, I appreciate you. Yeah, I saw that at 4 a.m. last night. I knew I had to make a video about that. Antonio, what's going on? Oh, also, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal in the link in the bio for both Jaden and I. If you want to support the live, we love you very much. What's going on, Antonio? Did you vote for Donald Trump? Do you support him?
No, I don't. But I just wanted to know, have you been banned more since TikTok got banned?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I really wanted to know, because I've been getting banned anytime I talk about politics on live, and I don't use any hateful speech.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's been bad. But all right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming up. Thanks, man. These people, oh my God, the people in the chat are so... Oh, Jaden, I don't know if you've talked to this guy.
Oh, who's this?
Oscar, thanks for the 1. If he's 22, I'm still...
He looks familiar.
Spencer, thanks for the 5. She's why I'm MAGA. I respect your... I don't understand, Spencer. Naomi, thanks for the 5. Yes, Jaden, Harry's GF is right here, she says.
Oh.
Proudly proclaiming.
Okay.
Tyler, what's going on?
Hey, Tyler.
Tyler, what's going on, man?
Take your 5K stimulus check once you get it?
If there's not going to be one, my guy.
You don't think so?
There won't be.
You guys going to take it if it comes?
It won't.
You guys take donations. You may as well take that too.
Okay, it's not going to happen. I don't know what you don't seem to realize. I mean, this is just another string of things that we were claimed by MAGA is going to happen soon and never materialized. I was told that Trump was going to be reinstituted into the White House in March of 2021, then April, then August, then 2022. That never happened. We were told COVID was going to go away by Easter. That never happened. Much of your predictions don't seem to have come true now, do they?
He implemented tariffs.
That's not a prediction. We knew he was going to do that. And look what's happened. Consumer confidence has dropped to its lowest point since 2021.
What?
You're not very good at this, are you, Tyler? You see, I came prepared for this conversation, whatever the hell you're talking about. I don't know why you brought up tariffs in relation to Donald Trump's wacky bucks, but consumer confidence has dropped. You're aware of this, right?
What are you even talking about?
Consumer confidence right here. Consumer confidence plummets in February, biggest monthly decline in 2021. U.S. consumer confidence plummeted in February, the biggest monthly decline in more than 4 years, a business research group said Tuesday, with inflation seemingly stuck in a trade war under Donald Trump, seen by a growing number of Americans as inevitable. The conference board reported that its consumer confidence index sank this month to 98.3 from 105.3 in January. That's what I'm talking about. This is a 7-point drop, biggest month-to-month decline since August of 2021.
Right,
but thank God for tariffs, right? Because that's not inflationary.
You guys talk about Trump's weirdo. Why not Chris being weirdo?
Oh, what in the flying fuck is going on? Do you want to talk about tariffs or not?
No, that's not what I want.
Okay, well, here, talk to Harry. I don't have time for your bullshit.
Wait, I was gone for a minute.
Well, what about Chris liking LeBron? That's kind of weird.
Like what?
Okay.
Liking LeBron because he was with Diddy.
Weird. Oh yeah, we already
who
went
else
over this.
was Elon Musk.
Yeah. We already went over this point, buddy. We already pointed out to you how Donald Trump was best friends with Epstein, how he was had fun with Diddy. I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. Just take a breather. Do you have anything politically related? Hey, Tyler. Hey, Tyler. Do me a favor. Hey, Tyler. Just shut the fuck, would you please?
That's against your thing, though.
Tyler, please. Do you have anything politically you want to talk about, as opposed to like LeBron or?
All you guys are just atheists.
Is that a yes or no question?
Thank you for that astute observation.
All you Democrats are atheists, dude.
That's great.
Yep. I mean, there are plenty of Joe Biden was somebody who went to church virtually every Sunday. So I don't know how you could possibly claim that, but Jade and I are both atheists.
I didn't know you were an atheist too. That's pretty cool.
I'm agnostic.
All you Democrats.
Tyler, shut up for a second. I have a serious question for you. Roughly, how long do you put your pizza pockets on in the microwave?
Pizza pockets?
That is what you had for dinner, right? Your mom heated them up for you.
I love pizza.
I'm hungry. It's I want to know how you make it.
You got to put them in the oven, Jaden.
Ah, I see.
That's the trick. You got to put it. I know it takes more time, but the patience is worth it.
I don't have that kind of patience. Anyways, do you have anything intelligent to add to the conversation, or what do you want to talk about?
I think you guys need Jesus.
All right, Tyler.
Anyways,
I need you to go outside.
Jesus is my neighbor. What's up, hands of hatred?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Sure can.
All right.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Why on earth would you do that?
2020 and 2024.
So you voted for him 3 times now?
Yes.
So even after all the assault, the crimes, the indictments, the insurrections, the mishandlings of pandemic, after all that, you still voted for him 3 times?
Yep.
Wow. That's a damn shame. So why did you vote for him in 2024? What was your motivating factor?
Hold on. Let's back up.
Okay.
Because you threw a lot of stuff in there.
Sure.
He didn't really mishandle the pandemic. That was more on Fauci. He was dumb enough to listen to Fauci. So, yeah, I guess you can put it on Trump.
What bad advice did Fauci give Donald Trump?
Keeping the entire country locked down for more than 2 weeks.
What authority does the president of the United States have to lock down the country?
Then why was the country locked down? No, hold on. Why was nobody going anywhere?
Jay, you can't do stuff like you're making up, man.
Every single thing closed down.
This was state policy. Yeah, this was state policy. These are individual states.
Yeah, it was the president that ordered a lockdown. States had their own protocol.
You're right.
Yeah, so can you give me any other advice that Dr. Fauci gave that Donald Trump was
about his bullshit? And Fauci's been wrong about a ton of things.
What was Fauci wrong about?
How bad COVID actually was. I mean,
no, he said it was going to be deadly.
Yeah,
it was
he was
Trump
the one
who
who
undermined it.
Yeah, Trump was also the one publicly. Wait, hold on. Trump was the one publicly saying it was going to go away by the spring, but privately he was saying it was dangerous. I mean, we have that leaked audio of him talking to, I believe it was Bob Woodward, saying it spreads through the air, it spreads through things you touch, and it's pretty deadly. It's serious stuff. But then publicly he was saying, yeah, it doesn't really matter. You can go out and do whatever you want.
It only spread through what you touch and through particles that come out of your mouth.
How most viruses spread?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it's going to spread by what?
It
sword
didn't
fighting?
spread through the air.
That's what a respiratory disease is? How do you think it gets from place to place?
It did not spread through the air. Why do you think?
Okay, if something is a respiratory disease, how do you contract it if not for what's in the air?
Droplets that come out of your mouth.
Right,
and
droplets that were
stuff,
airborne.
And then you touch that, and that's how you got it.
No, it's not just touching
wasn't
it, okay?
From person to person just because you're breathing in
It was
air.
air droplets. Yes,
Wait, can I ask you a question?
No,
do you
it was
think?
water
Wait, can I ask you a question? Can I
Air
ask you a
don't
question?
have droplets. Water does.
Can I ask you a
Water
question?
droplets that were airborne.
If somebody that was infected with COVID went to a person that was not infected with COVID and they breathed into their mouth like 30 times, what do you think would happen?
Well, yeah, they're gonna get it because you're gonna change spit.
No.
That's
Let's just say like let's just say like they're not like spitting in their mouth. They're just breathing into their mouth. They're just going. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, you're still going to transfer droplets from your spit into their mouth, even by doing that.
And how do they transfer? Meaning it's what? Meaning it's what?
Droplet. Listen.
All right.
You want to know what Fauci?
So is no virus out there
record
airborne?
on AIDS back in the 80s?
Is no virus airborne?
I never said that.
I'm asking you.
Is no virus airborne?
Yeah. Like you don't think any? Are you sober?
Definitely got to be. No, there's definitely airborne viruses.
Are you sober?
No, I am drunk as shit. Yes, I'm sober.
Oh, okay. Well.
Oh, so wait, are you sober or are you intoxicated?
He said he's drunk.
I'm sober. It's 2 a.m. That's all.
I don't know, Jaden. What do you think?
I think he's drunk.
Council's ruled. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. Caleb, thanks for the 5. I'm a postal worker and seeing all this stuff about Trump taking the USPS under the Commerce Department and taking our independence away worries me. Can he do that? I'm not the person to ask in terms of can he do that. Maybe Jaden has some insight there, but I don't, probably not. He's probably can't do it and probably going to try anyway.
What was the question? It was over postal. Did I hear that?
Yeah. I'm scared. I'm a postal worker and seeing all this stuff about Trump taking over the USPS under the Commerce Department and taking away our independence, it worries me. Can he do that? I'd like to hear your input.
He does technically have the ability to do that. Whether or not it's legal is the question, but he certainly has that ability. I think it'll be met in court, but yes,
Yeah,
he
definitely.
can restructure it to his liking.
Whoa, where did he go? Jack and Viper's mom, thanks for the 20. Love you. Thank you for crushing MAGA. My parents and I say every day we don't know how you do it. Well, shout out to your parents for watching as well. And JW, thanks for the 50 cents. Can you please tell your mods to chill out? I think the mods have been great. I haven't seen anything bad from the mods. We love the mods. Who
Will,
kicked
thank
that
you for the
person?
$5. Michelle, thank you for the 25. And Lilith, thank you for the 5.
Who kicked
Trust.
that person? Was that one of the mods?
It wasn't me. Can you turn that bullshit off, please?
Jennifer, thank you for the $150 on Venmo.
Jesus
Yo,
Christ.
Jennifer, I love you so very much. You are amazing. Shout out Jennifer, Jafer, and Jason. I appreciate you. Don't read out loud. Okay, definitely drop your user. I want to check it out. But what a disaster. Oh, you're fantastic. I appreciate you, Jennifer and Jafer and Jason. You guys are amazing. I love you. W's for them in the chat. For the $150. That is insane. You guys are amazing. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Ashley, thanks for the $1 as well. Resend, as I think you might have missed my second dono, as a closeted trans woman sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Jaden. As a closeted trans woman, I'm sick of living in fear of being myself and my existence being a debate. I just want to live the life I want to live. Yeah, I mean that's the core principle of all this at the end of the day, that trans people are not asking for more rights than anybody. They're not asking to oppress anybody. They just want to live among people and have equal rights and be respected just like anybody else would be respected. So I am proud of you for continuing to persevere. I understand how difficult this can be. So listen, you have a friend here, you have a friend in Jaden. We love you. We appreciate you. And it's just, and there's more Venmo and Cash Apps. I will read them in just a second. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and the link in the bio for me, and as well as Jaden. If you'd like to support either of us, it goes an incredibly long way, but there's absolutely no pressure to do this. And we now have a special guest in the live. It's Donald Trump.
Absolutely. This is tremendous. Listen, I won't be staying long. I have to get that liver spot checked out on my head. But hello, lawful expat. Did you vote for me?
I did vote for Donald Trump.
What's my favorite right that I'm going to revoke?
That was actually kind of funny.
It's true. I'm killing them all. What do you got for me? Why'd you vote for me?
Well, Joe Biden made me wear a mask on my 13-hour flight in 2021, so...
It's true, and look at that, you're alive. I would have, frankly, that wouldn't be the case if you flew on one of my planes, because they're dropping like planes these days, frankly. You can't say they're dropping like flies, they're falling like planes. But let me tell you, it would have been so much worse. You wouldn't even, listen, you wouldn't even be here if it was you, okay? It's true. Listen, it's absolutely true. Sean Duffy, he's a tremendous guy. Okay, I've never seen a plane crash faster. It's absolutely great what he's doing. Okay, he's a total pick. We got rid of the DEI, and now people will DIE, and it's tremendous. I'm getting, listen, I'm personally getting people closer to God this way, and I think you owe me a big debt of gratitude for that.
Dude, why is it so good? Why is it so good?
It's true.
It's pretty good.
Absolutely.
Oh
this
my
is
God,
the president,
dude. This is so funny. Oh, you can't even respond to that. There's no response. He's silent.
Yeah, what am I supposed to say to that? Like,
it's true. Nothing I've said has been false, technically.
Well, you're blaming the plane crashes on Trump when they've been happening in other countries,
Let
too.
me tell you, they happen more under me. There's been 87 in the month I've been president. I got rid of FAA standards. Excuse me, I fired so many control tower people.
Actually,
okay?
you didn't.
I absolutely did on day one. I put a freeze on federal hiring for people in control towers. We got them all like a fish.
An exception.
And I got rid of the FAA. I fired so many people in the FAA. It's tremendous.
And Mr. Trump, wasn't there no FAA head for the start of your presidency until the plane crashed in D.C.?
It's true, and it's so funny because we just awarded my good friend Elmo Musk a $10 million contract from the FAA. It's true. He's going to be flying things. It'll be tremendous.
Okay,
it's so true. This is actually true. I did this.
I haven't seen evidence for that.
I think everybody should look this up,
I'll
actually.
pull it up for you right now, actually. Here you go. Excuse me. Ignore that. Let's see what we have here.
I think if anybody doubts this, they should look into themselves. They'd be very
right here. FAA is awarding new contract to Elon Musk SpaceX to help manage U.S. airspace. Isn't that tremendous?
I mean, it's not like there were no plane crashes under Joe Biden.
There's a hell of a lot more under me. Nobody crashes planes like I do. And isn't it so funny? We didn't even have a single day of remorse, a moment of silence, a speech in the Rose Garden for those 60-something kids that died. It was just another Tuesday for me.
And Mr. Trump, didn't you come out the day after and blame Obama, Biden, and
I blamed
DEI?
Obama. I blamed them for policies that existed under my watch that for some reason I guess I didn't notice. Some of them actually started under me, by the way. But we got rid of it, and now we're safer than ever. Wink, wink.
Yeah, I don't think you want to go into the DEI topic because the pilot.
It's true. We don't want to get into that because my administration is the least qualified imaginable. Okay, I don't point to the DEI when it comes to J.D. Vance. I don't even know what he does anymore. He's a DEI hire. Duffy's a DEI hire. Pete Hegseth is a DEI. RFK Jr. has no reason being in the health. You see what's happening in Texas right now? They've got a major measles outbreak, and this guy who caused one is in charge of it. Isn't that tremendous?
No evidence RFK caused it.
There absolutely is. He promoted anti-vax rhetoric when it came to his trip to Samoa, and 84 children got contracted with it. Isn't that fabulous?
Oh my fucking God, dude. Oh my God.
It's true.
Correlation doesn't equal causation, man.
You didn't say that when it came to inflation under Biden, so why am I exempt? Let me tell you, he does not believe in measles vaccination. He's undermined the science. He's going to do it with bird flu, too. And it's going to be terrible.
Well, I never said Biden caused inflation because I know.
That's why you voted against him, isn't it?
I know they can contribute to it, but I know that's not.
It's true. Let me tell you. Listen, my department, we have no idea what we're doing. We're making health matters much, much worse. We've withdrawn from the WHO for some reason. And we're sending it back to the states because the states are so good. You should see how Florida handled COVID. They were number 2, and it was tremendous.
The WHO didn't actually do much. In fact,
let me tell you, what does the WHO stand for? Can you tell me? Tell me what the WHO does.
Well, the WHO just coordinates kind of information between countries.
That's right. And I want us to have as little information between our countries as possible. I want us to be ill-informed and sicker than ever.
And Donald, the WHO also helps fight viruses. So, like, for example, a country that's part of the WHO, if a new virus pops up, they can send that virus to the WHO, they test it, and they can distribute it to other countries so they can make a vaccine ahead of time in case it were to land in that country as well. So, like, knowing that, why would you think it's a good idea to pull out of the WHO?
The WHO doesn't develop vaccines.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
I never claimed that.
Yeah, we never claimed that they develop vaccines. They take the strains of viruses that pop up in different countries around the world, and then they can distribute that strain of virus to countries so they can test it and develop therapeutics ahead of time just in case it hit that country. So I don't know why Trump would pull out knowing that. I mean, maybe.
Well, there's a lot of because of the guidance of the COVID restrictions that they recommended. Even the CDC
that kept people alive.
The WHO.
Against my best wishes, they kept people alive. Listen, I held indoor rallies. I decried mask uses. I said that Biden had the biggest mask, and then I got COVID the very next day. Isn't that tremendous? But let me tell you, okay, they did a great job at the WHO, and for some reason, I've got a gripe with them, so we have to pull out.
So what do you think of the WHO not recommending booster shots? In fact, they recommended against booster shots while the CDC
when did they do that?
For booster shots.
When did they do that?
That was October 2022.
Let's take a look.
It was a pretty long time ago, so I could.
There's no evidence that they suggested anything against COVID-19 boosters.
They only suggested it for people who are extremely vulnerable, whereas the Biden administration actually suggested it for everyone.
Right here, revaccination approximately 12 months after the previous dose is particularly important for those groups at higher risk of severe disease and mortality.
Right, that's what I said.
That is not what you said. You said that they unequivocally said, don't get revaccinated, don't get the boosters. And right here on the WHO's page, published, by the way, in October of last year, they recommend it.
Yeah, I'm looking at a graph right now of all the different people they recommended for and the amount of doses that they recommend for and then revaccination for people. So I don't know what you're talking about.
For what,
they also say that the
or CDC?
The WHO, they also have a headline here that the COVID-19 vaccines are safe. I'm reading it right now.
Yeah, I'm not arguing they're not safe. I'm just arguing that they had different guidelines than the
No,
CDC.
they didn't.
It's actually discrepancies and disagreements. I mean, which is
then prove it. Prove it, please. Can you prove it?
Well, I mean, it's not my. This isn't my topic.
You made the claim. I searched the year 2022 and it didn't come up.
Okay, well, I'll have to find it.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, there's nothing on the W. I'm looking at it. They say that the COVID-19 vaccines prevent against severe disease and death.
Yeah,
but it's safe.
The CDC was recommending it for everyone, though, not just vulnerable people.
There's no argument that people shouldn't get it.
WHO has a moratorium.
The WHO is also not saying that people shouldn't get it.
Well, they had a moratorium, like they didn't really want people to get the booster shots yet.
They absolutely didn't.
Listen, I'm going to turn this off, okay? There's no proof of what you're saying, okay? I'm not saying anything. I've scaled it down to 2022. I've scaled it down to 2023. There is no evidence of any guideline recommendation from the WHO suggesting that people shouldn't get boosters, especially those who are not vulnerable.
Let me find it.
I had to get that information out because Trump fucking can't, but...
Okay, never mind. It was 2021. 2021.
2021? Boosters weren't widely available then.
It's September
2020. The director general called for a global moratorium on booster doses at least until the end of September. So that's.
Let me see. Where is this?
That's what I was recalling.
Where, please?
It is who.int. Just Google who or moratorium COVID vaccine booster.
Okay.
What's your source that you're looking? You said who website?
Yeah, WHO.
Okay, let's find it.
Yeah, I'm just saying there were.
Yeah, so
oh my God, this was published in August. He calls for a moratorium till September.
Yeah, and also it has nothing to do with like whether it's effective or a recommendation of should people or shouldn't. I'm reading the New York Times. The World Health Organization on Wednesday called for a moratorium on coronavirus vaccine booster shots until the end of September so that vaccine supplies can be focused on helping all countries vaccinate at least 10% of their populations. The agency made its appeal to the world's wealthiest nations to address the wide disparities in vaccination rates around the world. So they're calling on wealthy nations to not take up all of the COVID-19 vaccine supply so other countries can get vaccinated. That's the only reason for a call for a moratorium.
Okay, so
kind of disingenuous for you to frame it as any other way.
Well, I said there's just a moratorium that was.
Yeah, but you want to say this
has been misrepresented.
Yeah, I mean it was 3 years ago. I haven't recalled this information in 3 years, 4 years.
That's fine. Well, you were wrong, and that's okay.
Just perhaps know what you're talking about before you say it.
Well, you should do the same, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's why.
When have we been wrong? What have you proven us wrong on so far?
Yeah, what have you proven us wrong?
You said that WHO and the CDC don't have these disagreements. They don't have.
Because they don't.
They don't.
They don't disagree on a single thing about COVID.
Yeah, no, the CDC is for domestic. So they're saying, like, yeah, if you have the ability, you should get vaccinated. The World Health Organization applies to the globe. That's why there's a difference here.
Yeah, so the World Health Organization's priority is everyone, whereas the CDC should be just Americans.
That's how it works.
Yes.
Yeah, and so you can see why the WHO can get in the CDC's way, in a way, because we already have a government organization.
It doesn't have any authority. It just makes recommendation and spreads information, spreads resources.
Yeah, I mean, we send a lot of money to them for what? That's not much.
For research. For research labs that we don't have conducting research here.
And also, like, from a foreign policy perspective, one of the main reasons we do it is because we want to be the ones setting global health policy, not China, for example. When Donald Trump was flirting with pulling out of the WHO back in 2020, China then immediately rushed an additional $30 million to the WHO that they weren't planning to spend because China wants nothing more than to be the dominant country in the world when it comes to health policy. And the WHO and our involvement in the WHO and us sending money to the WHO allows us to interact with countries that we typically wouldn't, that we're not typically in agreements with or trade agreements with. And, having contacts in those countries is beneficial for the United States, not only because we want to expand our influence, but also like geographically, countries that are in like Southeast Asia, for example.
Yeah, I mean, you can argue that all you want. It's not I don't see what's the problem with other countries sending more money to the WHO. That all it does is make recommendations. That's it.
We're not objecting to countries sending money to the WHO. We're just saying that we, the United States, at least I'll speak for myself. We, the United States, pulling out, and Jaden as well. We, the United States, pulling out, and us not being the dominant country in terms of health policy around the world is bad.
I don't understand why health policy in other countries matters to us. It's like when we send voter turnout countries.
Because people travel. Because people have businesses. Because there are things called zoonotic leaps that can occur.
Oh my God, dude.
And we want to best mitigate those disasters from reaching U.S. soil.
It's so crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Well,
I think it matters that we have guardrails.
No, Jaden, you don't understand. COVID just swam across the Pacific Ocean to the United States. You don't understand. It's exactly right. Yeah, it swam.
It came on planes, but Joe Biden made it harder for U.S. citizens to come home to the United States, whereas Joe
Biden wasn't president.
Okay, can we not with the equivocation? How did he make it harder for people to come home?
I had to get a COVID test or be vaccinated for COVID.
Oh, God forbid.
Oh, my God.
COVID test really costs an extra, $150?
Okay, so you would rather not test and infect an entire plane full of people. You also didn't want to wear a mask, but you would rather pay that risk.
Yeah, I didn't want to wear a mask on my empty flight.
You didn't want to wear a mask? Well, you don't know that it would have been empty.
Actually, my flight was pretty damn empty. I got my whole.
You didn't know that, though.
Yeah, you didn't know that going in.
So what? If there were people,
so what? It's about risk mitigation.
Anyways,
it could have been a packed plane. You could have been near a fucking 100-year-old lady traveling. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Listen, you didn't lose anything.
Whatever they have.
You didn't lose anything. We already agreed it exists on surfaces, but you didn't
Joe
lose
Biden
anything.
made me wear a mask for 13 hours. I don't.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my God! Are you okay? Wow! Oh my God! Get over
was the
yourself.
loss from
Please
that?
stop crying. Please stop crying. Just please. It's so annoying when people like you come up here and say, "Oh my God, Joe Biden made me wear a mask on a plane for 13 fucking hours." Dude, there's people starving out there.
Right.
There's people dehydrated. You'll be fine. I promise. You're fine.
Yeah. Okay. Then I have no problem sending people back to where they came from. If they came to the United States.
So we pivot from the stupidity to just racism.
Yeah, no, you're
Okay,
saying
cool.
you're saying because you think it's okay for a U.S.
The
president
craziest pivot ever.
to unconstitutionally cost U.S. citizens tons of extra money to come back to the United States.
Unconstitutionally? How is it unconstitutional?
It was unconstitutional.
What part of the Constitution did it violate? What part of the Constitution did it violate?
I don't know. The Supreme Court said it violated it.
When did they say this?
When the mask mandate was lifted, it was the mask
There was
mandate.
no mask mandate. There was no vaccine mandate.
There was a mask mandate to be on flights.
Set forth by airlines, not by the
That was
president.
unconstitutional. No, it was the U.S.
No,
Joe
this was airline policy, not Biden.
No, this was Joe Biden forcing airlines to have a mask policy.
It was just public transportation, just generally. So like things that were within the purview of the United States, but like we can't force planes like all around the world to do that. Obviously.
Yeah, and it was unconstitutional.
Why was it unconstitutional?
I don't know. I just know the court ruled it was unconstitutional.
So you don't know anything about the ruling?
I haven't read the ruling. I was too busy enjoying maskless flights.
Okay, so that's a really fancy way of saying you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So you don't have any familiarity with this ruling or what the judge said or anything.
Flights was lifted.
Can I ask you? So just to be clear, you don't know anything about this ruling or what the judge said or why the judge said what they said?
I have not read this specific ruling.
Okay, so you don't even know what the judge said in particular, right?
I think it's because it's not. It would have to go through Congress to force people to wear a mask.
Well, you just said think. So are you just talking shit right now or what?
I haven't looked it up. Jesus, you're so brick.
It's just this guy's so fucking angry, dude. This guy's so fucking angry. Speak up when you say it with your chest. Speak up. Speak up.
Dude, you're a prick, man.
Yeah, stay mad, buddy.
Oh no,
stay fucking mad. Oh no, what am I gonna do, bro? Stay cry more, bro. Cry more.
It's okay. I've got you. I'll hold you. Cradle up to my neckacy. I'll keep you warm in there.
Oh my God.
Dude,
I love how angry you've gotten.
I'll even give you a pardon if you want. He's quiet. That's just how I love it.
And now he's angry. Don't cry, Abu. Don't cry.
Absolutely. It's tremendous. Absolutely.
Like a monkey.
Don't fucking cry, dude. You're good.
You fucking racist piece of shit.
Excuse me?
You called me Abu. You called me like the monkey from Aladdin.
What?
No. Abu Abagar al-Baghdadi. When Donald Trump was giving his speech after he was taken out, he said, "Don't cry, Abu." You fucking idiot. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. You thought you fucking did something, man. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, dude,
oh my God, bro. Don't try that shit with me again, buddy. All right? Know your spot, buddy. Don't try that shit with me again, all right?
Dude, you're just
appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro.
Make you feel better if I discriminated housing
Not even
again?
your Wikipedia says you're American.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, Google Harry Sisson nationality.
Wait. What the fuck does Wikipedia matter?
You're not even American, dude.
Really?
Neither is Elon Musk.
Google Harry Sisson nationality. Do it.
Why do I care?
How do you know I'm not American, man?
It says fucking Irish.
Well, it says right here is an Irish and American. influencer. It says Sisson is an Irish and American
you grew up
influencer.
in Ireland. Cool.
Yeah, but it says Irish and American. I'm also not even Irish. There's nothing about me that's Irish, but it says American right here. So I just looked it up, and it says American as well. So what's wrong with you, buddy?
What's wrong with you, man?
I don't know. You just seem to be crashing out right now, buddy. Like you just got like this debunked. I understand how losing and losing can be very frustrating.
I brought up the court ruling on the mask mandate.
Yeah,
you didn't actually.
No, I didn't.
You
I didn't
whispered
deny
something under your voice.
I was asking what the ruling said, like why they overturned it.
Dude, I think it's because
no. I don't need I think. 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 I don't need you saying I think. I need you say I know. So until you know, please be quiet. Okay?
Sure,
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Why was mask mandate on airlines lifted?
Isn't this tremendous? A night with your favorite president, Harry. Isn't that fabulous? I'll talk to you while we wait.
Here we go. Where is it? U.S. will no longer enforce mask mandate on airplanes. And that was due to the 14-month-old directive was unlawful. A federal judge in Florida ruled.
Because?
Let's see.
God, really, you should really know this stuff before you speak, man. Because I mean, we have really awkward
You're
moments like
asking
this.
me to recall something from years ago.
I'm asking you to know what you're talking about.
I can't remember something every detail from 3 years ago.
No, I'm just asking you to understand.
I love the poorly educated.
They just don't have the power to do that without Congress.
It's almost as if people have a computer and a phone and a calculator and a map right at the fingertips, but they don't use it.
The CDC exceeded its authority with the mandate and that had, let's see.
I don't even know what you're arguing now. By this point, you've just totally lost the plot.
It's just bullshit. Just how
like the CDC, the mandate was unconstitutional. That's all.
Oh, that's
under what grounds?
I'm trying to find it.
There's got to be precedent.
Judge said.
It's very embarrassing for you to come up here and do all this. Very embarrassing.
Yeah,
it's just very embarrassing.
Dude, you're a bit more of an embarrassment.
Oh, cry more. Just keep crying. I love when you cry. I fucking love when you cry.
Yeah, I bet you cried a lot when your parents divorced, buddy.
Oh, yeah. My parents are divorced. You can look it up. It's readily available information. It's called public. It's why court records are public.
They're probably because of you.
Oh, yeah. It's probably because of me. Oh, yeah. It's probably because of me. No,
I find it so funny that like these same people often say how men get treated in the court system, how badly it is and how unfair it is and antiquated towards women, and then use that argument against people. Like they'll wish that people's parents got divorced like that. Like what a sick thing to say.
Well, he's just upset because he's gotten debunked a bunch of times. I don't know. It's like it's it's who he is. It's fine.
Yeah, they just don't. The CDC just doesn't have the power for the mask.
Shut up.
Okay, based off of what? Based off
the fact that the executive branch doesn't have.
Come on, spit it out. Come on.
They can't make laws without Congress.
Is that what the judge said?
That's basically what the U.S. district.
Oh, so you would agree that like Donald Trump? So okay, cool. So you'd agree that Donald Trump trying to get rid of birthright citizenship is illegal?
Through the executive order specifically, but the plan isn't for the executive order to stay in effect. The plan is to just get.
Well, so you're acknowledging that Donald Trump signed something illegally. That's something that's illegal against the law. He signed it. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be ruled
in your personal opinion. You agree that it's illegal.
It has been ruled unconstitutional.
Well, it's going to go to the Supreme Court.
It can't.
It's not what I'm asking.
Lower.
I know you have low IQ. I'm not what I'm asking. Would you agree, in your personal opinion, that what Donald Trump signed with the executive order is illegal? You were just making this whole argument. You're making this whole argument against mask mandates because your privileged ass had to sit on a plane with a mask for 13 hours. I mean, my God. And then when it comes to people and their lives and their nationalities and their citizenship, then it's like, well, it's going to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, the plan is the Trump administration is going to.
I'm not asking you the plan. No, I'm not. Do you not listen to what I'm saying? I'm not asking you the plan. I'm asking you, would you agree in your personal opinion that this is illegal? Listen to the question I'm asking. Don't answer the question you want to answer.
I've answered like 3 times now. It's unlawful.
Okay, you would agree. Okay, great. So I just wanted to get you on the record saying that Donald Trump is doing things that you would agree are unlawful.
But it's good strategy. because it's obviously
Okay,
gonna fight
so Biden's move with mask was unlawful, but good strategy to mitigate and flatten the curve of the spread of COVID.
That's an entirely different debate.
But that's the debate. That something can be unlawful, but can still be for harm reduction, right?
Yeah, you can argue that. Yeah,
I just did.
yeah, and you can argue it was harmful, but it did violate U.S.
I wouldn't say it's harmful.
rights.
All right, to keep them safe.
You can violate people's rights. The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Okay, and it had a good outcome.
What, people's rights being taken away? It didn't go through Congress?
Living and not spreading COVID to the degree that it could have.
You can argue
for that?
all you want,
Would you
but
rather
if
have
the
not
fact is
worn
you
a mask and
violated-
caught?
you violated-
Excuse
This
me.
guy's Portuguese. This guy's Portuguese.
That's
This guy's Portuguese.
So?
Oh, I was just bringing up. You were saying I'm Irish earlier. I just want to bring up this guy's Portuguese.
And Ecuadorian. And
Ecuadorian. This guy's like, you're not an American. You're not an American.
Well, I mean,
I just wanted to use that same argument. Sorry, I just wanted to jump that in there. Do you see how that argument's stupid now or no?
No, it's not stupid because I grew up in the United States.
So I also have lived in the United States since I was like 14, but 22 now, by the way. But I think, can you see how that's a bad argument? Or no, are you still living in your delusion?
Are you still living in your delusion?
I'm asking you a question. Don't answer my question with a question.
What, I'm being a hypocrite?
Yes.
Yeah, you can argue I'm being a hypocrite.
Well, okay. I'm glad we got there. Everybody else knows you're a hypocrite.
A few times tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this is like you're getting caught in a lot of hypocrisy here, man. I bet this is not how you thought this would go. I bet you thought you were going to come up here and do something, but
do what?
Quite embarrassing. I don't know. I mean, what did you expect to come up here? Yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of fun.
Is it though?
Do you have like a humiliation thing, or
yeah? You got to pay extra.
I love arguing with strangers.
You got to keep that to yourself, buddy. We don't need to know about that. You got a humiliation thing. That's all you, bro. We respect your right to love how you want to love, brother. You do your thing, man. That's not our business, but keep that to yourself next time, all right? Because we don't need to know about all that. We don't.
About what?
Your humiliation thing you got going on.
What humiliation thing?
Never mind. Have you noticed how weirdly homoerotic Republicans have been over the last few years?
I don't know. You
the Daddy Trump thing. Well, I'm just making a point here. Like they call him Daddy Trump now. They worship him. They have his face on their underwear and flags and shirt and all that shit. They dance to the YMCA, and like as somebody who is falls in that category, that's kind of queer, isn't it?
I guess you can't argue that Trump is homophobic.
Well, I mean, I can.
What? How you have like a single brain cell. You actually have a single fucking brain cell. This is so painful to listen to you talk about anything. Holy fuck. Yeah. Because the Republicans act in a certain way toward Donald Trump that Jaden would argue, and I think many people would argue, you could perceive to be in certain ways means that Donald Trump is not homophobic. I mean,
can you give me
perhaps a high school degree is something you should pursue at some point. Maybe a logic class in college when you get there at 36.
Degree, but
I love when I lied to you. That's good.
I do.
What do you have it in?
Information systems.
How's that working out for you?
Actually, I haven't used my degree for much. I can tell.
Anyways, web pages pertaining to topics including human immunodeficiency virus, or HIV, and LGBTQ health and adolescent health were removed from websites by federal health agencies on Friday, January 31st, to comply with an executive order from President Trump. So, yes, I would make the argument that President Trump is homophobic.
Well, you're arguing because an agency had to comply with a policy.
A mandate from the president of removing resources and information pertaining to the LGBTQ community, yes, that would be homophobic. Definitionally, yes. That's an aversion to the...
What about the thing on the State Department website? You
got to be way more specific.
Where they changed LGBT to LGB.
That would be transphobic.
Yeah, so I don't see how removing that mandate...
By removing their identities and references to them on federal websites isn't transphobic
no, we're referring to
homophobic?
right now, not to transphobia.
Well, I talked about... I know, but you brought up trans people for some reason. I brought up the point about gay people
I'm just
and then
pointing out that
removing
you're saying
reference
that
to them.
anything
Well, we were
having to do
talking
with
about gay people,
had to be
sir.
removed.
Right.
You're saying that anything that had to do with him had to be removed, but the fact is that's obviously not true. If that page is up and just says LGBT,
So that somehow undermines him removing pages of the HHS website having to do with HIV treatment and LGBTQ plus information. That one single solitary gesture of them slashing the T from the Stonewall website makes it okay that he gutted information about gay people. Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know.
That's the argument that you've made.
don't know.
I just
You don't
gave
know.
you the reference to it. It's the HHS website.
Yeah, so why don't you use those fingers and get Googling, all right? He just gave you the reference. How about you go take a look for us, yeah? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Why don't you just be quiet and go do it, all right? Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
From infectiousdiseaseadvisor.com.
Just go do it. Just shoo, go away. Go do it.
Jaden, which page was it?
This is infectiousdiseaseadvisor.com. HHS shuts down web pages in accordance with President Trump's executive order. Gives you the full breakdown. Removal of health information meant to serve patients, especially patients in marginalized communities, as well as public health officials' concerns, nurse practitioners, and physician associates. A search of the CDC's website of healthy youth on Friday came with the messenger. Sorry, the page you're looking for is not here.
Let's see. Oh, I see. It's not there. Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Well, there's that.
Using health restriction.
Man.
Yeah, I don't see how this proves Trump is homophobic, though.
By removing pages from the CDC's Division of Adolescent and School Health pertaining to gay people, that's not homophobic? Why would you want to limit information about gay people if you're not homophobic?
It's not that he's limiting information to gay people. Like I don't think
it pertains to gay people.
Health information.
But that's what he did. The website for the Office of Sexual and Gender Minority Research Office, which was managed by the NIH, disappeared following the executive order. Dr. Laporte, who has used the NIH funding from his office to conduct research on the LGBTQ plus health, predicts researchers will experience issues securing grant funding for this office in the future.
Wait, why is there why is it youth?
What? Because like there is youth that falls in that community.
And what, have HIV?
Some of them do, yes.
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah,
it's like explaining shit to a second grader, dude. Holy fuck!
I mean,
that was not the primary point that I brought up here.
Situation, you have to have it'd be nice to see the full content of the page. I don't know if it's on like.
Well, it's not just kids with HIV. Okay, he's done away with websites and pages with resources having to do with adults that have HIV, as well as USAID's program that oversees some 25 million people with access to HIV preventing medication.
Well, the USAID had nothing to do with people's sexuality.
That's not the point that I made. And HIV has little to do with sexuality as well. It's genetic.
Wait, HIV is not
HIV is not primarily a sexually contracted disease, especially towards the 25 million people he was going to treat. It had to do with orphans, It had to do with orphans in predominantly African nations that were born with it.
HIV is not genetic.
It's epigenetic.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that term.
I know.
Epigenetic.
With that degree to use and research it, maybe.
Is that just that it's
you didn't know that people could be born with HIV?
God, it's better.
Yeah, you can be born with that. Doesn't mean it's in your DNA.
Then what would it mean if you're born with something?
Well, it could just mean you inherited that virus from.
What? Inherited by whom?
By your parents. That doesn't mean it's in the DNA.
Then what does that mean when you inherit stuff from your parents, lawful expat?
That doesn't mean it's
means
genetic.
it's fucking genetic.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, it does.
Holy fuck.
No, it doesn't. It's not in
Then
their.
what
Holy
does
shit.
it mean? What does it
Holy
mean?
shit. Holy
It
shit.
doesn't mean it's in their DNA strand. That
Yes,
just
it
means
does.
The virus is in.
That's exactly what it means. Genes.
The
Gene
DNA
is the root word of the word genetic. Genes
Oh my
denotes your DNA, your
But
genetic
if it's a
code,
virus,
your hereditary
it's not-
factors.
I don't know
This
what
guy
you're
can't
trying to
be
argue, but
fucking really. We
the
want to move
DNA
on.
in the
This is like, I'm
nucleus is not
dumbfounded
the
by
same
this.
as the
My
DNA
fucking
in a
Trump
virus you
impression
have.
couldn't get through with this guy.
No, this is
I would draw this out, but I'm afraid you'd eat the crayons.
I
this
don't
is
know.
a very low intelligence individual.
I could be wrong.
unfortunately.
A low IQ individual.
Low
I'm
IQ.
not a biologist, guys.
Low intelligence
so
individual. Low intelligence individual who, quite frankly, gets embarrassed all the time. All right. Do you have anything actually of substance to say, or can we kick you now?
I don't like your position on illegal immigration. That's my strong.
I don't
you
give a
like
shit. Let's move on.
I'll talk to him for a second. Why don't you like it?
Okay.
I like that Trump is enforcing our laws and making.
He
it
broke
strict.
them. He broke them. He broke them.
Which laws?
Yeah, convicted felon, 34 counts of falsifying business
Okay, that's
records
not
in front of the
immigration law.
Oh, but you were saying you care about enforcing the law. Does that just apply to immigration, or does it apply to everywhere?
I like all federal laws apply.
Okay, so when Donald Trump broke federal laws, like, how did you feel about that? You voted for him, my understanding?
Yeah,
is?
I voted for Donald Trump, but that's
Right. So you don't actually care about like enforcing the law. Like, you very selectively choose when the law should and shouldn't be enforced. With Donald Trump, you couldn't care less. Yeah.
So when Kamala Harris violated campaign laws in San Francisco, should she not have been?
How did she violate? Was she prosecuted of anything?
I think she was given a slap on the wrist. It wasn't like.
Okay, so I asked a question. Was she prosecuted of anything?
I don't know. I just know.
Well, of course, that's coming. That phrase is coming up a lot for you tonight.
Violations.
Yeah, that phrase is coming up.
What
for
was
you
the
a lot tonight.
violation?
I don't know.
There's some campaign finance thing.
I know.
So
that.
again,
What is it?
you shouldn't speak about things if your extent of the knowledge is some campaign finance thing.
Well, you
right.
pivoted.
So if you don't know what you're talking about, I would just recommend not bringing it up, because we can go through the whole Google thing again, as we've done like 5 different times in this conversation, and discover that you're wrong and that you don't know what you're talking about, and you shouldn't have said something that you don't know, and then you'd say, oh, it was like 20 years ago. How am I supposed to remember the details? And we go through that whole thing again. Just don't bring something up if the extent of your knowledge is, I think, some campaign finance thing. The point here is that Kamala Harris was not prosecuted of anything. For you to even like make an equivalence here is ludicrous. It shows that, quite frankly, you are a low intelligence individual. But Donald Trump himself broke the law, 34 felony convictions. You don't care. So when you bring up, Donald Trump is enforcing the law here when it comes to immigration, you don't actually care about the law. You just care about, targeting immigrants. That's at the core of
my
what
mom's
you
an
believe here.
immigrant. I care about making it fair for legal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, 100%. Your mom's an immigrant. That's why you're okay with her. But anybody else that's not your family, then it's a different story. And
I care
Joe
about
Biden was
people
enforcing the
illegally.
laws. All these different people are enforcing the laws. You just don't, you just like Donald Trump's ability to target immigrants, and you laugh along.
No, I like it when our immigration laws are enforced, because
Joe Biden did that. Joe Biden did that. Yeah. So
Well,
you would
like
agree with
catch
what
and
Joe
release?
Biden did?
I did not like catch and release.
You understand it's happening now, right? The facilities have reached capacity of 109% in some of these states. They're having to turn down and release people back into the general public.
Well, I'm glad Trump's turning Guantanamo Bay into a bigger facility then.
I'm not.
Why?
Because he's sending U.S. citizens there, for one, and two, because it's inhumane. This was a torturous facility of some of the worst conditions. I think people who are at least trying to go about it the lawful way should not be subject to dehumanizing conditions like this.
Yeah, and it was expected that Guantanamo Bay can only hold around 800 people at its max, by the way, and Guantanamo Bay already has horrific conditions. Donald Trump's planning on sending 30,000. Officials at Guantanamo Bay are like, yeah, we do not have the facilities for this. We don't have the beds for this. And even like in the next 6 months, we couldn't get the proper equipment necessary. So, some blatant human rights violations here. But again, this is the problem. You don't view these people as humans. So you're just like, oh yeah, send them there. And I don't care.
Well, the ones going to Guantanamo Bay are the violent criminals.
Did you hear what Jaden just said?
No, that's not the case.
There's no evidence U.S. citizens are being sent to Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, don't do this.
That has been his agreement with that prison of sending U.S. citizens to Guantanamo Bay.
Which, for what? U.S. citizens for what?
It doesn't matter.
What were they arrested for?
It doesn't matter. Your argument was that they weren't sending them there. And now that it's the case that he plans to do so, it shouldn't matter what they were caught up on.
I've seen no evidence of U.S. citizens being sent to Guantanamo Bay.
Because the rollout hasn't happened yet.
Oh, it hasn't happened yet. So
Also, I have a CBS News article here. Just be quiet, please. Nobody needs to hear you speak at this moment in time. I have a CBS article here. U.S. sending non-violent, quote-unquote, low-risk migrants to Guantanamo despite vow to detain the worst there.
Cool.
So he's not just sending the worst of the worst, huh?
Cool.
Yeah, if you enter a country illegally, you're going to.
Please stop with the legal. Stop with the legal argument. You don't care about the law. We just established this.
I do care
Donald
about
Trump
the law.
broke. No, you do not. Donald Trump broke the law 34 times, convicted of it. You voted for him anyway. You don't actually care about the law, and he was indicted in many other jurisdictions, of which it's very clear that he broke the law there. Please stop making the legal argument. You cannot pick and choose when you care about the law. So please stop making that argument.
You don't
Just
care about
total
the law when
hypocrisy.
Hunter Biden violated it.
No, hold on. Wait. We said that the trial was perfectly fair and that if he broke the law, convict him. That's our position with any Democrat. Senator Bob Menendez is going to jail for corruption. Convict his ass and have him sit in jail for being corrupt. You, on the other hand, vote for people who break the law.
Okay,
so
but
making an argument on it. Just again, please be quiet. Please be quiet. Please be quiet. Just please be quiet. Just please be quiet. Nobody needs to hear your annoying ass voice. When you make an argument on the law regarding immigration, understand you don't actually care about the law. You care about it applying to some people, but when it comes to Donald Trump, you don't apply it. That's your position. So maybe make a different argument, take a different approach,
so
Jam.
because I disagree with the outcome of a trial,
Why do you disagree with the outcome of the trial? Why do you disagree with the outcome of the trial?
I disagree with the fact that they were felonies. They were misdemeanors. They were just made felonies because
That's not true.
They were to hide an unproven felony.
Really? Why do you really? So when the prosecution puts forward 3 different theories as to why it's a felony, and all these arguments were allowed to move forward before the trial even took place, you just think that the court system in New York, all the appeal judges that heard these arguments, the jury, and Donald Trump's own lawyers, apparently, because they helped pick the jury, are all in on a conspiracy to just make them felonies when they weren't?
This is like arguing that you think innocent people can't go to jail.
He wasn't innocent.
What?
Yeah, you're arguing.
I'm asking, do you think that there's a conspiracy? Do you think that there's a conspiracy taking place that all these people conspired against Donald Trump, including his own legal representation?
I don't know. I don't know all the details.
Okay, so then why are you making it again? Why are you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Can you tell me who David Pecker is?
I don't know who David Pecker is.
Okay, that's critical.
Do you know who Hope Hicks is?
No, I don't know who that is.
Okay. So these are 2 people, key witnesses, who testified at the trial.
Okay, and
so if you don't know key witnesses who testified at the trial, who testified to the crimes that Donald Trump committed, maybe you shouldn't be talking about the trial. You're saying I disagree with the verdict of the trial. You don't even know the trial. You don't even know it. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Bringing up the trial.
No. I brought it up because you care about selectively applying the law. When it comes to immigrants, you apply the law. When it comes to Donald Trump, you don't. And when Donald Trump is convicted of breaking the law, you say, I don't agree with the trial. When we ask you why, you have no idea. That's the problem. The ignorance is remarkable here. It's truly remarkable.
I believe that Donald Trump is far better than Kamala Harris and Joe Biden.
Great, you can revert back to your generic ass claims of I think that Donald Trump is better. That's great. You can keep reverting back to that, but it doesn't further the conversation at all because you can't hang in this conversation. You don't know what you're talking about on any of these topics. So, do you have anything that you actually know?
Yeah, what is your strongest subject matter?
Yeah, what's your strongest subject?
What on illegal immigration?
Okay.
Can you tell me what TPS is?
TPS is I forgot.
Well, can you tell me what the process for asylum seeking is?
Yeah, you have to be in the United States, and then you have to claim asylum within a year of coming into the United States.
Do you know what paperwork they have to file for?
They have to express the fear of being persecuted for a protected class. Yeah, I don't know the specific paperwork.
You said this was your strongest.
I doesn't just because I don't know specific paperwork numbers. I'm not an immigrant.
You should know these things.
Wait, I'm sorry. Just because you don't know specific paperwork that applies to asylum seekers on the topic that you know apparently the most about, that's not a problem to you? Holy shit, dude. Holy shit.
Well, I don't
know what
remember
temporary
the
protected
specific.
status is.
Oh, that's
exactly.
Yeah. I'm not good with acronyms.
Do you know what humanitarian parole is?
I do.
Okay, can you explain humanitarian parole?
Humanitarian parole is when you allow people to come into the United States and basically allow them to make their case that they qualify for asylum.
And no.
That's not what humanitarian parole. I mean, we could explain it, but quite frankly, I think that you've exposed yourself as an idiot on this too, and thus for that you have been banished to the basement. Get out.
That was longer than it needed to be.
Yeah, Mia, thanks for the 5. I'm a 17-year-old girl in Canada. Got creeped out on a middle-aged man at work. He said he would visit me next shift, and the shifts. You should call the police.
And carry mace.
Yeah, Carrie Mace. Michaela, thanks for the 1. Where do I start researching with politics? I'd say just read the daily news, New York Times, Washington Post, Wall Street Journal. I kind of read those every day personally. Bren, thanks for the $5. I know I got to get a Jeopardy. I know you're so right. I'm going to do that. Kara, thanks for the $2.25. I'd like to know your opinion on Barron. I thought he was a good kid, but now he terrified me. I think that dude's a psychopath.
He gets it from his dad.
He gets it. Wow, it runs in the family.
It's true.
Leon, thanks for the 69 cents, my man. I appreciate you. This guy. Oh, look at this guy's back. This is the guy who was talking shit about Jaden. I fell asleep. I
who's
sent
this?
a comment. I appreciate you. Henry, thanks for the 5.
Green.
Why is Parker so crack at Fortnite? Parker's great, dude. Jennifer, thanks for the $5.
Don't run now.
Come back here.
Spencer.
Come back here. Spencer, you got to come back on TikTok Live, man. Jennifer, thanks for the 5. No, Jennifer, I love you too. I appreciate you. It's mutual. Jay, thanks for the 20. Kudos to you for doing all this and debating all these people because I simply just don't have the patience to crash out. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Spencer, come back here, buddy. You have to be on TikTok Live in order for us to hear you, man. Don't run now. Oh my God, you guys are so cowardly.
Don't clam up.
So cowardly. So cowardly.
Weak.
Wow. All right, buddy, get the hell out of here. All right, what's up, Noah? Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I just wanted to say a few things. 1, can I get a happy birthday from my sugar daddies?
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Can you do the Trump voice for me, please?
Absolutely, I can. I'm your daddy. It's tremendous.
I can let you know, it was terrifying falling asleep.
My favorite illegitimate child.
I fell asleep and woke up to you doing a Trump voice. I genuinely felt like I was having a nightmare, dude.
It's true. That's how the next 4 years are going to be. Isn't that tremendous?
It's tremendous. It's huge. It's huge, even.
It is huge. The next 4 to 8 to 12 years of me being your president.
But I had a serious question, Harry.
What's going on, man?
So obviously I know like Trump's kind of incompetent when it comes to economic policy.
Yeah.
I had a question because I know some people give bad faith responses and yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously his tax cuts primarily helped the rich.
Yeah.
If the rich primarily pay more in taxes, doesn't that kind of compensate for the fact that they get most of the tax cuts?
What do you mean compensate in terms of like
for example, someone paying more taxes obviously might need more of a I don't think billionaires need a fiscal burden for obvious reasons. So they don't need a fiscal burden relieved for obvious reasons. But if someone's paying more in taxes, on a this raw number amount, a lot of people think that they should be given a higher tax cut because of that.
No, I don't think that makes any sense. Okay, I think
that's the response I expect. I was talking to my uncle about it, and that's what he said. But also, even if that was the case, 400,000 to a billionaire is a lot less than whatever amount for the average person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, well, that's like an argument against a flat tax, right? Because 10% for $100,000 a year is less or significantly more than someone who makes $1 million a year and gets taxed the same rate,
Right. Because I kind of support a progressive tax rate for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I feel like the tax cuts I just don't get I'm just throwing out round numbers because if 2% went to the average population, obviously it's still it's shitty, but it's still better than nothing. If someone gives that argument, how should I combat that? Because I feel like it is a very dumb argument, but I feel like just shutting it down by saying it's dumb is kind of,
Wait, are you saying how to debunk a flat tax? Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah. like if someone uses the argument of like, yeah, only a little amount went to the average person, but it's still better than nothing going to them. How would you combat that?
I say that social safety nets have eroded at the expense of you gaining some hundreds of dollars annually, which didn't quite trickle down to all earners. But if we're talking about the rate of which wealthier people grew faster and the rate that average middle income people grew is completely disproportionate. You're seeing huge transfers of wealth going away from the middle class and into things like stock buybacks, into things like CEO compensation packages that did not trickle down into decent and adequate wage increases for lower workers. So they're not receiving much in terms of their tax breaks, lower income people, those making less than 400,000. But compared to the billions that were now written off, that were now received in tax breaks from billionaires, that's a clear and present difference.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Just wanted to ask. And last question, sorry. Harry, do you think if you ask nicely enough, Trump will give you a gold card for free?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't give him a reverse Uno card for free.
You heard the man.
What a hater. You guys have a great night.
It's true.
Appreciate you now. Have a good one, man. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Kate, thanks for the 10. Appreciate you. Please send half of this to Jaden. Absolutely.
Oh, shit.
You guys are exactly what I'm aspiring to be one day. Thank you so much for being the side of science, basic human rights, and so much more. Jaden, what is your Venmo, Cash App, PayPal? Any of those?
It is J Money Guy. J-A-Y Money Guy.
Any numbers or anything?
No, just capitalize the J, the M, and the G.
You got it. Let's make sure you got it. One sec from Kate. All right, there you go. Check on that for me if you'd be so kind. Hayden, thanks for the 15 cents.
Harry Sisson paid me $5. Wow.
Hayden, I appreciate the 15 cents. That's awesome.
Thanks,
hey,
Harry.
man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. And you just being here means a lot to me, man. I really appreciate it. I got you, Jennifer. Thanks for the $1. Jade, thanks for the 5. I spelled kudos wrong. I needed to fix it because I'm highly embarrassed. No. It happens to the best of us. Come on now. Daniela, thanks for the 1 cent. I like that comment. Allie, thanks for the 1. You're not American. Look it up. Yeah, Harry, I'm going to need a fact check on my nationality. Please and thank you. Yeah. Well, you know what they say. If Wikipedia says something, it must be right.
Google you.
Yeah, Google me. Liv, thanks for the 2. His name means immigrant. Interest. Oh, yeah, that's right. Robert, thanks for the 10, man. I appreciate it with no message. And another $4 from Robert. I appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah, that's the big conspiracy that I'm actually not an American. I'm currently streaming from North Korea. So
I knew it.
Cat's out of the bag, everybody.
Communist.
I'm sorry. I know. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and the link in the bio for both Jaden and I. What's up, Kevin? Are you vote for Donald Trump?
I actually honestly didn't vote this year. I actually didn't have time because I was working. But I did have a question. So I heard you speak, I don't exactly remember when it was, but you were talking about how Trump is trying to get all these, or he's sending money over for these Tesla trucks or whatever for his armed service or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you know that actually started way
under Biden?
Or no, it was actually before Biden.
Oh. I mean, yeah, the United States has worked with Tesla before Biden. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I heard somebody was talking crap about it that Trump is pushing for it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is stupid because Tesla sucks, but it shouldn't the whole blame should not be on Trump because he's actually not the one who started it.
Yeah, actually, we just we got some new reporting from Drop Site News. It's a news outlet, of course, and it says NPR. It's connected to all this. NPR obtained a State Department document revealing that the Biden administration planned to only allocate $483,000 in the 2025 fiscal year for electric vehicle purchases, far less than the $400 million that was being set aside for Tesla vehicles under Trump. So this just happened today. This was just revealed and reported on today that actually Trump increased this sum by hundreds of millions of dollars, and Biden was not expecting it to or not allocating that much for it. So,
gotcha. Well, didn't it start before Biden though? Like, wasn't it?
So like the federal government. That's why I said like the federal government's been working with Tesla for some time now. But in terms of like the armored Tesla that the federal government is now giving the largest State Department contract to in 2025, that was the 400 million is now Trump's doing. There was meant to be hundreds of thousands of dollars under Biden, but it appears at least that the Trump administration changed it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just wanted to get like more information on that. Because I know I did hear you bring that up. I don't remember exactly what day it was. It was like maybe a week ago or something.
Yeah, right.
And then shortly after I had seen your video about it, I had seen somebody else make a video on it. So I kind of believed it, but wasn't fully sure.
Totally. Yeah, I get it. Well, hey, man, thanks for coming up. I appreciate it, all right?
Yeah, thanks for bringing me up.
Yeah, no
All right,
problem.
take care, Kevin.
Hey, this guy was spamming that he wants to come up, man. Andrea.
Tanner.
Thanks for the 2. Because of you, I'm going for my political degree. I love that. That's awesome. What's going on, Tanner?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Shit, doing good, man. Just
good. So, did you vote for Trump?
I did, bro. I did.
Wow. Why did you do that?
Wait. Why'd you say wow?
Because that's bad. You shouldn't have done that.
Why is it bad?
Well, because he assaults women, he commits crime, he commits business fraud. When he was president, he didn't do anything. The only major policy he passed was a tax cut for the wealthy that disproportionately helped the wealthy. And then when he was tasked with his first big crisis, that being the COVID pandemic, he completely botched it, politicized it, and pushed aside anybody that was an actual expert on the field. And then when he lost the election in 2020, he tried to overturn it illegally and cause constitutional chaos and other long-lasting policy that really hurts us. So.
Okay, I can see that. But besides politics, can we just like besides politics? I just want to say God bless you, man. That's all I want to say, bro. I just want to come on here and say God bless you, bro.
Oh, thank you. Hell, Satan.
Like, even though I vote for Trump and you vote for Kamala, bro, at the end of the day, bro, I don't care. So.
Okay.
Harry, the fuck you laughing?
Man, hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
No, it's like I don't care at the end of the day, bro. Like, the country is so divided at the end of the day, bro. Like, I don't care who you voted for. Like, if we vote with Trump, Kamala. Okay, but I get that. At the end of the day, us United States citizens need to come together.
No, we don't.
What?
We don't. I don't know why why is it always the burden of...
Wait. Why do you...
Let me finish.
What do you mean we don't need to come together? We're a country, bro.
Let me finish. I don't know why it is always the responsibility of the left to capitulate to the needs, to the sympathies, towards the ideas of the right that seeks to, for one, eliminate rights of trans people, gay people, minorities, disabled people, elderly people.
So you think
and somehow it is incumbent upon me. There we go, right here. It's incumbent upon me to hold hands and kumbaya with you. I think you said the R slur.
Oh, you said the R slur? Sorry, bud. Do me a favor, get the fuck out.
That's what I said about ableism, okay?
Yeah. All right, let's drop Dilly Poo. Robert, thanks for the 5. Thanks for what you do. I'm requesting. Oh, I think he talked to you. Donna, thanks for the 20. Split way with Jaden. Absolutely, Donna. Thank you so much. I'll send it to him right now.
Thank you. Hi there, Dilly Poo.
I'm on my brother's on here right now because he completely disagrees with me about everything because I'm a Democrat, he's a Republican. I just want him to talk. He is 18.
Oh, yeah.
He's old enough.
So
okay, cool.
So my question is to y'all is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you guys think the Kamala Harris did on the border there?
She wasn't in charge of the border.
Yeah, she had no control over the border.
Well, then how she had no control over the border?
Can you tell me, out of a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think J.D. Vance is handling the border?
Pretty good right now, I would say. I mean, the election...
He's not in charge of it.
Well, I mean, I don't know exactly who's in charge of it, but what I do know is that Kamala Harris said that she was the border guard.
Kamala.
She did not.
No, she didn't.
What? There's video of her saying it.
Go find it.
All right, I'll find it right now.
Yep.
Like, what? This is like an easy question.
I mean, perhaps you've been bamboozled by an AI video. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I'm the border czar.
Oh, yeah, checks out.
Why do you actually sound like her? What? What the hell?
So you're saying she wasn't the border czar, right?
Yeah,
so
that's not an official title.
Regardless, bro, who was the border czar?
It's not.
There wasn't one. That's not a role that we delegate.
Yeah.
Like this
it's not
authority does
so
not.
you think it's okay to let how many millions of people?
Hold on, you're going all over the
Calm
place.
down, okay?
You're going all over the place.
Let's talk about borders are.
I'm
Okay, that's
simply
not an
asking
official
you-
title. Biden cannot delegate any authority to her over the border without the Constitution, without congressional oversight. He can appoint people to that position. That wasn't the case. She does not have the authority to close the border, mass deport people, arraign people, what have you. Anything that pertains to the border, she cannot write border law. She cannot secure border funds. That requires the Congress. What would you expect her to do?
So what are you supposed to do when you got a bunch of illegal aliens coming here?
You pass a bill.
So why did it never happen?
We tried.
Because it was stonewalled in the Senate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Democrats and Republicans wrote
so
this
why did
immigration
she-
bill
okay,
together,
this-
and the Republicans blocked it.
Okay, so my question is, and another question I have, why did she go 2 weeks, I think it was almost a month, without saying anything? And how did she even
What does that even mean?
What?
She didn't.
What,
when,
she just
when
sat
she
on
did
her
no
hands and
interview,
smiled?
She didn't. Basically, shit.
She did
didn't-
interviews.
didn't
She had
talk-
interviews in every
she didn't
tarmac.
talk. She didn't do any
She had rallies
interviews at
back to
all.
back. Stop.
Are you talking? Wait,
Man,
yeah. Are
this
you
is
talking about when she was
equivocation.
a candidate or when she was just vice president generally?
No, not vice president generally. I'm talking about when she was coming in to be the president, like when she got elected.
Okay,
I
so
guess.
running
When there was no voting for her to be even able to run president. But cool.
Wow, it's a.
Yeah, she did interviews.
Not very many, and at first, at the end, she did more.
did?
At the end,
And why do
more,
you
right?
care?
She
though?
already
You
elected.
Wait,
We weren't going to
She
vote for her anyway, so why would it matter the rate that she did interviews?
And she also did 60 Minutes, for example. Donald Trump didn't. She sat for that entire interview. Donald Trump refused to do it.
What? Donald Trump went on how many Democrat?
Really?
Can you name-
Really? Yeah, no. Please name me a Democratic channel that Donald Trump went on during the campaign. Because Kamala Harris went on Fox News, sat with Brett Baer for a 30-minute live interview, unedited.
Yeah, and got thrown around. Right.
Really? I would love for you to tell me what she got thrown around on. But besides that, can you please tell me what Democratic leaning channel
This is
Donald
so
Trump went
hard
on
to
before
do.
the election?
It's really hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It's hard?
Well, yeah, because y'all what would I put it? Get Charlie
We
Kirk.
know
in
more
here,
than
bro.
you?
I want to get Charlie Kirk in here. Can we? Please do
I
that?
would need a magnifying glass to see his face, but if you want to talk to us, that'd be
Bro,
great because
so,
we're here.
So listen, bro.
You can cover his speaker fee, but we're free.
So you think Charlie Kirk's not smart? You really truly think that?
No. I think he relies on equivocation fallacies often. I think he makes wide, grand statements that are not particularly rooted in truth.
So you think if you had a debate with Charlie Kirk, you would win?
He'd be folded. And then he'd post about me for months on end.
Yeah.
Because he did it with these guys.
Okay, I want to see that happen, bro. I really do.
Okay,
Someone
pay a
that
speaker
actually, you know what
fee.
I'm saying? Y'all do
We-
this shit for a
we have
living.
always
I
said-
give y'all
Speaker fee.
props though. Y'all do this shit, and y'all make
Yeesh.
money from it. So I mean, I see where y'all come from. I mean, I
So
have
does
my
he.
view. I'm not saying I'm giving y'all props. All y'all sit here and talk about this all day. I'm under the spot. I'm under 5K
galaxy.
people, so I'm a little nervous. My brain's all over the place.
It's okay.
But what I'm saying is I have my views. You have your views on things at the end of the day. But what I'm trying to say is get somebody like Charlie Kirk. Has Charlie Kirk ever been on one of your lives?
No, he's never going to show up here.
We have told Santana. We have told him
What's
that if
going
he
on,
wants to
guys?
come, he wants to come through. Charlie Kirk could always. We do these debates all the time. Jaden Santana, myself, Parker, Dean, Chris, everybody. We do these debates all the time. Given any hour of the day, it's likely that somebody, at least one of us, is live. So Charlie Kirk is welcome to join, and Ben Shapiro and all these conservative freaks are welcome to join our debates anytime and debate. And they have so far not done it. By the way, there are people like I believe Charlie Kirk follows Chris and Parker on TikTok, so it's not like he's unaware of these people, and he obviously knows Dean because he debated him.
Right.
He's so far not shown up to any of these debates.
So my question is why? And another thing, I have one question: why were your guys' polling just so off, though? Too. That's my question. Your guys' polling was just totally off.
It wasn't totally off.
It wasn't. It predicted a 50-50 split.
Well,
Yeah,
when
it was within the margin of error.
When I watched the polls off of ABC and all them, they were just out of the water. They
Hey,
had.
Santana, did you have a question you wanted to ask?
I actually do. Billy Pooh. Interesting name. Question. So you said that
This is his
Kamala
brother,
Harris-
by the way. This is his brother. This is him.
Yeah, I'm a Democrat.
No excuse.
I want him to.
Oh, okay. You were saying that that she didn't do any interviews and Trump was all over the place, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long was Kamala Harris' campaign?
Couple months, I think, right? Not even.
107 days. 107 days.
A month, yeah.
How long did it take her to become the nominee, to actually accept the nomination at the DNC, to pick a VP, to establish an actual team, and then go do interviews?
No, I get that. She didn't have a long time, but I'm saying the process to even get to that, they should have had, don't you feel like they should have had their mind made up before that, though?
Well, but Joe Biden was the candidate before that. Joe Biden was the incumbent president. You made a statement that she didn't do interviews. She wasn't, all over the place like Donald Trump. But given the time that she actually had to run the campaign and the actual setup and then the execution towards the end of the campaign, as far as her being all over the place, it's a huge difference. But for her to do so much in such a short time, I think you're really downgrading what she accomplished within that 107 days.
Okay, I get where that is. That's fair. I would say that's fair. I mean, she didn't have that much time, right? But I swear I've seen videos of her saying that she was border czar. That was my only main thing, and I didn't.
No, the place that you guys keep getting that from, it's literally from the Republicans. The Republicans tried to actually put that in a bill, a resolution, when they specifically targeted. But if you look up the bill, it was in the first draft from the Republicans where they listed border czar. And then when they actually submitted it to the House floor, they had to take it out because, again, that's not a real thing. That's not a title.
Okay.
I want to know about I want them to explain the tariffs to you, by the way, because he thinks that they're not going to do anything.
No, I don't.
I'll let these guys take it. I got to go. I just wanted to hop off for a second for that. I appreciate both of you guys.
Thank you, Santana, man. I appreciate you.
Have a good night. Harry, explain the tariffs to him, how bad they are, because I argue with this about him all the time.
So what is his view? What is his view on tariffs?
Well, so my thing is, we give every other country, like we're the highest to take their stuff, sell their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're at the top of the top. But when it comes to them taking our goods, we're at the low. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know if
I'm explaining that right. So
that's technically true. We do import more than we export. But
that's what I'm trying to say.
Tariff doesn't
I feel like in
alleviate
his
that.
point of view, he's trying to fix that.
No, the opposite happens.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for a certain amount of time, but you're telling me all the USA, we can all agree, right, that USA runs the world. Like, that's just a fact.
I don't know what that means. We're
USA
a global
runs
economic
everybody.
Powerhouse. Sure, we don't run the world. There's still
Okay, not
sovereign
literally
nations.
run the world, but who's not going to bow down to us, though?
See, that's not how you're supposed to think.
Russia?
Yeah,
China?
I don't believe that, because Putin and Trump look pretty cool. I mean, they don't look like.
Because they're not bowing to him.
Why would you say that? What are they doing then?
Because they've accepted his terms of Ukrainian land being expedited and given away to them. They haven't accepted any ideas of removing their troops, of respecting Ukrainian sovereignty. They've not bowed to anything, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about tariffs here.
Okay, my bad. Tariffs. That's what I think. I think he's doing it kind of as like a power thing to show stuff can change, but that's how I look at it.
That doesn't improve
I don't
exports,
think. I'm
though.
saying I don't think the tariffs are going to stay like that for very long.
There's no telling
not
how
gonna
long
be a
it'll.
thing.
What is your understanding of what a tariff is?
What would I put it as? A tariff is like fees. Like, you got to pay fees to transport stuff.
It's a tax on imported or exported goods.
There you go. You know the name. Shit.
So when we tariff nations and they're feeling that ripple effect, they can slap forth retaliatory tariffs, sometimes at a higher percentage than what we've tariffed them on, meaning that what we export is now costing more for what they pay. And we have to pay more for what they send here.
No, I get that, but I mean, I don't know. That's just how we got our different views. You guys are way more audience and stuff. Like, I mean, if I had all this stuff jot down on a paper, I could ask y'all questions, but it's like me
What do you
saying
want to
here
ask in relation to that? I can answer it.
Well, my biggest question is, if everything was so wrong about Trump, why did he win?
That doesn't make him a good candidate. I mean, the same could be said about Biden.
Okay, so
People claim that he was wrong about everything and he still won. That's called an appeal ad populum. Somebody can be terrible at something. They can be the worst possible option. That doesn't vindicate them because more people supported them.
Okay, but if someone's so terrible, then why did they get voted?
Again, that's not an argument for them not being terrible.
World War II Germany voted for Mustache's Man Party.
Right.
Don't say the word. Just don't say it.
No, I got you. But I'm not. But I don't get it. I mean, I'm just saying that just doesn't make sense. You're saying you can't fight it, but somebody that's terrible, like that's not World War II. This is 2025. Somebody's terrible. They're just simply not going to vote. I mean, it was the highest black vote out of, I think, for a long time. Now, you can't even argue with that. That's a fact.
Yeah, he got the most votes of what, 15% of overall black voters?
But that's
14,
high.
15%?
That's high for a Republican. That's very high.
That's still dismal.
Yeah, but
it's also not
higher.
Won by white
It's
people.
not really high. It's like it's marginally better.
But it
It's
is
like
better.
2 or
is what
3
I'm trying
points
to say.
better than
So
last
I'm just
time.
saying there's more people. You know, I knew who was going to win. You know, me and my dad sit here and talk about it. I really want Dad to come on here. That would be great. But
I'll school your dad.
I don't know about that. But
Come get TikTok.
I'll talk to my dad about coming on here. I'll see what he thinks. He would definitely come on here, 100%. But
We'll have you back if you want.
he's way better than me. Trust me. I dibble dabble. I'm only 18, so I'm still finding my way around this stuff. But that's kind of how it is.
All right.
I have a quick question for you, Barry. I know it's a long while from now, but I had a question. You think Gretchen could run for president in 2028?
Yeah. She's a swing state governor.
We're
she's a governor that's won.
And I really like her policies and everything she's about. So
I think Gretchen Whitmer would be fantastic. I mean, like any of those Midwest governors, Walz, Whitmer, Shapiro are automatically like in the conversation, I think, when it comes to running for president. So
I appreciate
I actually
it.
think she should run for.
Yeah, because I don't agree with anything he
That
says
seat
at all.
that
We argue
just
all
opened
day
up in
about it.
Michigan.
that's actually not a bad idea. I think, there's also, I know Buttigieg is like thinking about running for that seat. I think, Gretchen Whitmer.
I don't think he's got it.
You don't think he's got it, just like generally or just in Michigan?
In Michigan, I don't think he's got that seat.
Okay, interesting.
Well, I hope you guys have a good night. I'll definitely be on again. Maybe. Do you ever talk to people that are in the same party ever?
And we mostly look for opposition, but if you manage to get your dad on here, bring him back.
I will for sure. You have a good night, though.
Thanks, man. Hey, appreciate
All
it.
right,
Have a good
take
one.
care.
Michaela, thanks for the one. Name a song for an edit. Waste by Foster the People. That's the latest song.
That's a good ass song.
It's a good ass song.
And every day that you wanna waste, well, you can. That's a good album, by the way.
Damn, Jaden, you can sing as well. What the fuck can't you do, man?
Of course I do.
What the hell can't you do?
I applaud that recommendation. That's a good ass song.
It's a good ass underrated, man. You're right. That album is fantastic.
Torches, one of the best.
Oh yeah. Caleb, thanks for the 10. Can you send this to Elon for me? Trying to help with the savings. There you go. Yeah. We'll cut it out of Doge, huh? Pauline, thanks for the 5. Caught a stomach bug after witnessing my brother and his wife do the blank salute. I've been cursed, but thank you for all that you do.
yeah.
Haven't been able to watch you in a while. Criminal justice school is rough. Hey, Pauline, focus on school. I love that. And I'm so sorry to hear about your family. Peculiar. Robert, thanks for the 5. I want to talk about Oklahoma. We can definitely make that happen, my man. RB, thanks for the 1. Thanks for bringing up Jaden. I love Jaden. Jaden's fantastic.
Thank you.
But I think I'm going to wrap it up there because I'm tired. It's 3 a.m. on the East Coast. So.
Sounds good.
Are you going live or are you hiding off for the night?
I am hungry, but what do you guys say? Should I go live for another hour or so? See what
You
kind
guys
of
want Jaden
antics
to
we
go
can
live?
do? What do you guys say? Should I call it for the night? Would you guys join is the question, because nobody joins, and I end up talking about weird ass dreams where I meet Shaquille O'Neal. It's a whole ass ordeal. That happened the other night. I'll tell you guys about it on my live, so join me there.
Yeah, everybody go join Jaden. His everybody is Mr. Jaden Lebron. Is that how you pronounce
That's
it?
right, LeBron, like LeBron James.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Jaden LeBron. It's spelled as it sounds. Libran, and then Jaden
right.
Mr.
Thanks
so Jaden,
for having me
coming
on,
up,
Perry.
man.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Thank you, everybody. I missed so many names, but I'll thank them later. Thank you for the Cash Apps and Venmos. Thank you for the support. Take care. Have a good night.
See you, Jaden. Love Jaden, man. That's a good guy right there. That's a smart guy right there. So, yeah, if you want to go watch Jaden's live, it's Mr. Jaden LeBron. Yeah. I'm like Chris right now. I can't pronounce names. No, yeah, go check out Jaden, man. Go watch his live and show him some love. That's who we're rating right now, Mr. Jaden LeBron. That's his username is right there. Thank you, Bren, for doing that. I appreciate you. Shout out Bren, mod. Shout out to all them. You know, there was some apparently beef among the mods earlier. I want to say I love the mods, and if you're a mod and you're spending time watching these lives and making sure that they go smoothly and, watching the comments for any lunatic, I really appreciate you. I know that's a quite thankless job. So, yeah, I appreciate you a lot. Shout out to the mods. I love you. But aside from all of that, listen, I post on every single social media platform. I post on Instagram. I post on TikTok. I post on YouTube. I post on Facebook and all these different platforms, and Substack as well. All of those links are in my bio. It would mean a lot if you go check them out. Of course, TikTok is still very much up in the air. It's very much up in the air in terms of its existence. So just in case it goes away, I'm going to need you guys to go follow me on all the platforms so we can stay connected and stay in the fight together. That's the most important thing. I think that's what Republicans want the most, is that we get disconnected from each other and we can no longer communicate and talk about these really important things. So I need you to go follow on all those social media platforms, link in bio. And aside from the self-promo that I just engaged in, can we, Killer, I appreciate you pinning that as well. Harry J. Sisson on all platforms, link in bio, definitely. Can you also pin Jaden's username in there as well, if you'd be so kind? Killer, you're already on it. Look at that. I didn't even have to ask. You were already there. So you have all my links in my bio on all platforms. Harry J. Sisson, literally, it's the same username on every single platform. Look at Rain saying I made a cameo in the Trump Gaza video. What are you talking about? But yeah, check out Jaden. He's live right now. Go show him some love and go show him, or at least type in the comments that we sent you, that we appreciate him for all of his. He's funny, man. It's a funny guy. That Trump impression killed me, man. That Trump impression killed me. So yeah, go check him out, Jaden LeBron. And yeah, go follow on all platforms. All right, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you all so much for being here. I love you. I love you. I love you so very much. You guys are amazing. Thank you all for the support. And guys, 3 a.m. on the East Coast, and you're still here, man. Crazy, man. All right, everybody. We'll talk soon. Mwah. Go raid Jaden. Go raid Jaden. Mr. Jaden LeBron. MrJaydenLibran. Yeah. Thank you. All right, everybody. We'll talk soon. See you later.